When faced with a disaster, the Cotton companies never fumble. As the trusted recovery partner of global businesses, Cotton is proud to provide property restoration, construction, roofing, temporary housing, culinary, and environmental support services. We're also restoring a long-standing Texas tradition as a proud partner of University of Texas Athletics and the official sponsor of the Lone Star Showdown. One call, one team. Total recovery. Learn more at cottoncompanies.com.
The passion, the tradition, the rivalries. SiriusXM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On SEC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the SiriusXM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of SiriusXM free. Subscribe now. See all for details at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
Texas Athletics continues to make strides in its sustainability initiatives on game days with the Bleed Orange, Live Green program. Longhorn fans can help by placing their waste inside the proper recycling and landfill bins around DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. Texas Disposal Systems is the sustainability services provider for the program, with additional support by Coca-Cola. The program was established in 1996 and has been recognized locally, regionally, and nationally. Bleed Orange, Live Green, Longhorn fans.
We continue our look at the Cadence Bank starting lineups. Arkansas Razorbacks are coached by Sam Pittman in his 5th season as the head coach here, and overall with a career coach mark of 28 wins against 29 losses. Across the offensive front, Fernando Carmona, the left tackle, a junior transfer, 322 pounds from Las Vegas, Nevada, transferred in from San Jose State. Keyshawn Blackstock, the left guard, 319-pound junior transfer from Covington, Georgia, transferred in from Michigan State. Addison Nichols, the center, sophomore transfer, 329 pounds from Norcross, Georgia, transferred in from Tennessee. Joshua Braun, 338-pound senior from Live Oak, Florida, began his collegiate career at Florida. The right tackle is Emarion Harris, 300-pound sophomore from Little Rock. Tight ends, Luke Haas, a 6'3", 241-pound sophomore from Bixby, Oklahoma, in the Tulsa area, and Andrews Paskey is a 6'6", 265-pound senior transfer from Copenhagen, Denmark. The wide receivers, Andrew Armstrong, leading pass catcher, 6'4", 202-pound senior. He's from Bishop Dunn in Dallas. Started off at what is now known as East Texas A&M. At the time, Texas A&M Commerce was what it was called. The other wide receiver, Tyrone Broden, 6'7", 200-pound senior from Detroit. The inside receiver is Isaiah Satania, 5'11", 185-pound sophomore from Fayetteville. Running backs, Jaquindon Jackson, 6'2", 233-pound senior transfers from Duncanville. Started off as a Longhorn, then transferred to Utah, and now to Arkansas. Rodney Hill will see action in there as well, a 5'10", 186-pound sophomore transfer from Statesboro, Georgia, transferred in from Florida State. Braylon Russell is a 6'1", 253-pound freshman from Benton, Arkansas, and Rashad Dubinion, 5'10", 201-pound junior from Ellenwood, Georgia. The quarterback is Taylon Green, 6'6", 230-pound junior transfer from Louisville, Texas, transferred in from Boise State. The Longhorn defense, down linemen, have Trey Moore on one side, the 6'3", 245-pound junior transfer from Smithson Valley, transferred in from UTSA. We'll see Colin Simmons rotate in there as well, 6'3", 245-pound freshman from Duncanville. Nose tackle, Bill Norton, 335-pound senior transfer from Memphis, Tennessee, transferred in from Arizona. Sadir Mitchell could see some time in the rotation, 350-pound redshirt freshman from Patterson, New Jersey. In the middle of that defensive front is Vernon Broughton, 305-pound senior from Cy Ridge in the Houston area, and Alex January, the talented freshman from Duncanville at 315 pounds, will rotate in there. Alfred Collins at the other defensive tackle, the 320-pound senior from Cedar Creek High in the Bastrop ISD in the greater Austin area. And Jermaine Lole will also rotate in there, 315-pound senior transfer from Long Beach, California, transferred in from Louisville. The jack end, Baron Sorrell, 260-pound senior from New Orleans. Ethan Burke will also rotate in there, 260-pound junior out of Westlake High in the Austin area. Middle linebacker, Leonga Lafau, is the 225-pound sophomore out of Kahuku High School in Laie, Hawaii. David Benda will also rotate in there, 235-pound, 6-year senior from Cinco Ranch in the Houston area. On the strong side is Anthony Hill Jr., 235-pound sophomore from Denton Ryan. Ty Anthony Smith, who had an interception last week, has now worked his way in the rotation, 220-pound freshman from Jasper. The corners, Malik Muhammad is a 6', 190-pound sophomore from South Oak Cliff in Dallas. Kobe Black will rotate in there as well, 200-pound freshman from Waco Conley. On the opposite side, the 6th-year senior, Jade Barron, 5'11", 200-pound senior out of Conley High in the Pflugerville ISD in the greater Austin area. And Gavin Holmes will rotate in there as well, 185-pound senior from New Orleans who began his collegiate career at Wake Forest. The star back is Jalen Gilbo, 190-pound junior from Port Arthur Memorial. We'll have a rotation at the boundary safety. Jelani McDonald, 205-pound sophomore from Waco Conley, and Andrew Makuba, the 190-pound senior transfer out of LBJ High in Austin, transferred in from Clemson. And the field safety, Michael Taft, the 195-pound junior out of Westlake High in Austin. Coming up, Mike Coulter in our Longhorn Radio Network studio sets the stage for today's college football action when Longhorn football continues in a moment.
In the game of business, information is your playbook. It's the thing that keeps everyone on the same page so that each player has the knowledge they need to perform their role, work together, and give your team a competitive advantage. The trick, of course, is executing that playbook. And that's where Rico comes in. We're a proud sponsor and business technology provider of Texas Athletics, and we're ready to play for your team whenever you want an edge. We love TMI. Hook 'em horns, Rico. Imagine change.
Y'all listen up. Let me tell you something about group meals from Rudy's Barbecue. It's got all you need for all the folks you gotta feed, smoked meat, sides, and more. There's everything down to the tablecloth, just like the one that you see at the store. At a bridal shower, it's better than flowers. And a long business meeting, it'll pass the hours. It'll feed all the cousins at a family function. It's better than potluck at a church luncheon. Next time you need to feed 10 or more, call and order a Rudy's group meal.
Next in line.
The University of Texas Golf Club, your home in the Hill Country. It's a member experience as big as Texas. Major champions, tour pros, and you can stroll 18 holes. Play the Spieth Lower 40, a fun 6-hole short course. Hit the courts in the biggest indoor tennis facility in Austin. Or host your next event in our pavilion or clubhouse. Next time you're in Austin, stay and play in our casitas. The University of Texas Golf Club, where champions play.
It's better over here.
After investing billions to light up our network, T-Mobile is America's largest 5G network. Plus, right now, you can switch, keep your phone, and we'll pay it off up to $800. See how you can save on every plan versus Verizon and AT&T at T-Mobile.com/across America.
Up to 4 lines via virtual prepaid card. Allow 15 days. Qualifying unlocked device credit service ported 90+ days with device and eligible carrier and timely redemption required. Card has no cash access and expires in 6 months.
Grilling is a year-round tradition in Texas, and H-E-B has everything you need to become the master of the grill. So get everything to satisfy your cravings, from H-E-B Prime 1 Dino ribs and brisket steak burgers to traditional cuts like beef inside skirt steak, available in premium grades like H-E-B Wagyu and H-E-B Grass-Fed. Now you know. Come to H-E-B to fire up your grill to enjoy a delicious barbecue with friends and family. H-E-B. Here, everything's better.
Welcome back to the Corona pregame show. Texas and Arkansas about to get underway from Fayetteville. Time for a quick check of the WinStar World Resort Studio report. Number 2, Ohio State in the top 25. Battles Northwestern, also an 11 a.m. kick. That game being played at Wrigley Field in Chicago. Also 11 a.m., number 17, Colorado. Deion Sanders Club 7-2 this season. They host Utah in Boulder. And in the ACC at 11, 20th ranked Clemson visits Pittsburgh. And number 25, Tulane is at Navy, also an 11 a.m. kick in Annapolis. I'm Mike Coulter, and that was another WinStar World Resort Studio report. Texas on the road today to battle the Arkansas Razorbacks. Up next on the Corona pregame show, we get the pregame thoughts from Coach Sark. That's after this timeout on the Longhorn Radio Network from Learfield.
Most of us like to be out in the sun. That's why sunscreen and other safety measures are key to protecting your skin from aging and cancer. The FDA recommends using a sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher. Also, look for broad spectrum on the label. That means both harmful ultraviolet A and B rays are blocked. Remember, SPF plus broad spectrum equal healthy fun in the sun. Visit www.fda.gov/sunscreen for more information. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
How's business?
Good. Are you up to speed with the new beneficial ownership reporting requirements?
Sort of. What's it about?
It's a new initiative to help fight crimes like money laundering, fraud, and drug trafficking. A lot of small businesses like ours just have to report some basic info to the federal government about the real people behind them.
Reporting your company's beneficial ownership information is quick, secure, and free, and it helps protect U.S. national security. Learn more at fincen.gov/BOI.
This is McGruff the Crime Dog, and I need you to help me take a bite out of crime. Another teenager, victim to fake pills bought from social media. This doesn't seem like a drug deal, but it definitely is. Should buying prescription pills be that easy? Many fake pills contain fentanyl, and an amount small enough to fit on the tip of a pencil can be lethal. So listen, before buying pills from social media, think again. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org and go for real. Brought to you by USPTO and the National Crime Prevention Council.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Substance use disorder and addiction is so isolating. And so, as a Black woman in recovery, hope must be loud. It grows louder when you ask for help and you're vulnerable. It is the thread that lets you know that no matter what happens, you will be okay.
When we learn the power of hope, recovery is possible. Find out how at startwithhope.com. Brought to you by the National Council for Mental Wellbeing, Shatterproof, and the Ad Council.
Mike Coulter back inside the Learfield Network studios. Before we get the pregame thoughts from Texas Longhorns head coach Steve Sarkisian, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. You're listening to Texas Longhorns football from Learfield.
We're back here on the Corona pregame show, and down on the field, time for a pregame conversation with Longhorns head coach Steve Sarkisian. How would you describe how the week has gone, the run-up, the guys coming off the win? It's always good coming off a big win, but obviously with the task at hand, what the week has been like.
I love the way our guys worked this week. You know, they were dialed in. They had great energy, a real sense of urgency and intent in practice. And I think they felt the effects of when you prepare really well, how they performed last week. They want to try to recreate it.
You know, one thing is always interesting when you play a team that it's construed as a rival game, and there's a lot of feelings, especially up here, about Texas. You've got a bunch of guys who played in that game 3 years ago here. But did they kind of impart to their teammates what this environment is capable of producing?
I think to some degree they did, but on the same token is they want to make sure we were the best version of ourselves today. I think we owe it to Arkansas to give them the better version of the University of Texas football program.
Well, you make a good point. You brought that up the other day. You said the game 3 years ago was not the best version, and I know what you feel. A lot of things have changed about the program and about the guys themselves.
Yeah, I think so. I think the mentality has changed in the program. I think obviously from a roster standpoint, we're a little bit bigger, we're a little bit more physical on both sides of the line of scrimmage. But at the end of the day, it comes down to execution in games like this, and we need to execute at a high level.
Let me start off by getting you to talk a little about Arkansas. I know Taylon Green is a major concern with his size and what he can do. Does it alter what you need to do or what you would like to do? Here we are a few minutes before kickoff defensively on how you want to try to defend him.
Well, I think the key for us is minimizing the explosive plays today, right? They're a very efficient offense. They can create explosive plays in the run game and the pass game. We got to make them earn it today. And then when we get our opportunities, we got to try to get the ball off them. We got to create some turnovers.
Yeah, I started to say that's the next thing. Turnovers. You're +5 in the turnover category. They were -2. They have been known to have a fumble or two. How important is it to be able to force turnovers? I think a lot of people don't understand that there is an art to it.
There is. I think, the great example was tip balls last week of Alfred Collins getting his hands up on the 2 interceptions. Anthony Hill punching the ball out on the fumble. So we got to attack the football today. And then when we can get a couple turnovers, we got to turn those into points.
And then a young guy like a Ty Anthony Smith. I mean, how important is it for him getting a turnover, being able to contribute in that manner?
Well, I think a lot of our young guys, Anthony's a great example, right? The more we can get them out there to give them some opportunities to play, they have some success. I think that builds into the confidence factor.
On the offensive side, I've heard you speak of this before, even though the numbers would show that this Arkansas team really struggles against the pass, but has been buttoned up against the run, it's still about trying to establish the run early, isn't it?
Well, I think it's balance, right? And at some way, shape, or form, at the end of the day, we want to make sure we've got balance in the play call and the play selections. But we got to do the things necessary to move the football and score points.
Yeah, and your guys being healthy now on the offense makes a big difference.
Huge difference. Having IB back with us, complimenting Matt and Ryan Wingo and Gunnar Helm, the running backs, and distributing the ball. I think that's something when we're at our best, a lot of different people are touching the football.
You always do the walk around here. How fired up and jazzed up do you get going into a beautiful, crisp autumn morning for a game like this?
This is awesome, man. This is college football. We're in the middle of November. It's a little brisk day this morning, but what an opportunity we have as a football team to continue on the quest that we're on.
All right, appreciate the time. Best of luck.
Thanks, Craig.
All right, Longhorns head coach Steve Sarkisian. Coming up, we have the kickoff of today's game. The Texas Longhorns against the Arkansas Razorbacks from Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium here in Fayetteville, when Longhorn football continues in a moment.
Cheers to a great day and this ice-cold Corona.
You know what would make this day even better? My grandma's carne asada.
Or your grandma here with us, making carne asada.
She does love a cold Corona.
Throw in some dancing.
We can watch the game.
I'll drink to that.
So a backyard concert with football, food, dancing, and Corona?
And your grandma.
Or we could keep it simple.
Simple is good. Want a Corona?
Thanks. Salud to the perfect day.
Corona, la vida más fina. Get your Corona at ordercorona.com. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Import, Chicago, Illinois.
If you're thinking about a compact tractor and you want the best, you can afford a Kubota. I'm John Ewald with Ewald Kubota. Come into one of our 11 locations and check out our tractor package deals. We're offering 0 down and 0 APR financing for 84 months or up to $3,300 off select compact tractors. With a deal this good, you can afford a Kubota from Ewald Kubota. Check out our package specials at ewaldkubota.com.
Now through December 31st, see us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
At St. David's Healthcare, we talk a lot about being the best. It's not just talk. We show it through innovation, hard work, heart, and of course, victories. St. David's Healthcare is proud to be an official healthcare provider of Texas Athletics. And as UT Athletic Director Chris Del Conte would say,
the best is here, and together we are changing the world. Hook 'em.
Welcome to the world of WinStar, where the thrills are bigger in the wow at the world of WinStar.
Longhorn football is brought to you by Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. By Cadence Bank. Your team, your cadence. CadenceBank.com. Living Spaces. Refresh your home with Living Spaces. Proud sponsor of Texas Athletics. By SeatGeek. Official ticket marketplace of the Texas Longhorns. Texas Department of Transportation. Don't mess with Texas. And by St. David's, an official healthcare provider of Texas Athletics. Now, here's the voice of the Longhorns, Craig Way.
From Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium in Fayetteville, Arkansas, it's the Texas Longhorns against the Arkansas Razorbacks. Good morning, everybody. I'm Craig Way alongside Keith Moreland, Will Matthews, and our Longhorn Radio Network broadcast crew. Our engineer, Greg Klingensmith, our spotter, Andy Way, our statistician, David Garrett, Jason Way with production assistance on the sidelines with a parabolic microphone, and in our Longhorn Radio Network broadcast studios, our broadcast coordinator and studio anchor is Mike Coulter. Let's talk about some of the keys to the game, fellas. I think for the Longhorn defense, it is trying to keep the clamps on Taylon Green, whether it's through a spy or just having somebody in the neighborhood to make sure he doesn't have one of what we just heard Sark say, explosive plays.
Yeah, they've got to stay away from that. For me, got to get off to a good start. This crowd is going to get heated up.
It's a tough place to come play. I think the first couple of deals, and Texas will receive the football, start the game, see if they can get something going offensively early.
Will Matthews?
You know, Texas has got to be able to manage this atmosphere. Just what Keith was saying, this place gets going. It will be ruckus. And Texas has got to be able to silence this crowd and get them out of this so that they can grab the momentum and push this on for the W.
Yep. The Longhorns won the toss and elected to take the football like they did in Ann Arbor. So they'll move from our right to our left, from south to north, as you picture it in your mind's eye across your radio dial. Longhorns in the icy whites. White helmet, burnt orange Longhorn on the side, white jersey tops. Texas emblazoned in burnt orange block print capital lettering across the front with the burnt orange numeral beneath it. Large burnt orange numeral gracing the back of those white jersey tops, white trousers, white socks, white shoes, and the white helmets. Arkansas, red and white. They have the red helmet with the galloping, snarling white razorback on the side. Red jersey tops, Arkansas white block print cap lettering across the front, a white numeral beneath it. Large white numeral on the back of those bright red jersey tops. White pants with a red stripe, and they have white socks and black shoes. Devin Bale, a junior transfer from La Jolla, California, from Northern California, transferred in from Northern Colorado, will kick it off. Back deep to receive it for Texas is Matthew Golden. We're happy you joined us. We're underway from Fayetteville, and it'll begin with a touchback as the ball will sail out of the back of the end zone. Quinn Ewers, 6'2", 210-pound junior out of South Lake Carroll's, completed 149 of 215 passes for 1,722 yards, 19 touchdowns, a 69% completion percentage with 6 interceptions. The leading ground gainer is Trey Wisner at 409 yards, although Jane Blue is 376 and Jared Gibson 327. Very balanced there. The leading receivers, the tight end Gunnar Helm, 34 catches for 461 yards. Longhorns will have Wisner in the backfield, offset to the right side of Ewers. 3 receivers out wide right. The Horns will scrimmage from the left hash mark at the Texas 25-yard line. First offensive play of the game, Ewers the snap, turns and hands it to Wisner, tries the left side of the line, and is able to pick up, it looks like about 3 yards near the 28-yard line. We'll see where they spot the football. Tackle made by Xavier Sori of Arkansas. It's a 3-yard carry, and it's 2nd down and 7.
Sori will be in a lot of plays. He plays in the middle at that linebacker position, makes a ton of tackles.
Out of an empty set now, 2 receivers on the short side of the field, including Wisner, split left. 3 receivers wide right from the left hash of the Texas 28. 2nd down and 7, shotgun snap. Ewers throws over the middle, caught by Isaiah Bond, and that's a 1st down to the 45-yard line. That'll go for 17 yards. A quick strike to IB, and it works for 17 and a 1st down.
Good blocking up front, just got it over the top of the linebacker, completed for the 1st down.
Horns moving quickly from the left hash of the Texas 45 on 1st down and 10. Play action, Ewers quick pass to Bond again, but he's only able to pick up a yard. Arkansas defended it well, and forcing him out of bounds was Keon Stewart, senior from Galena Park North Shore, began his collegiate career at TCU. Also, Jaden Johnson was out there, the safety. 1-yard pickup to the Texas 46. The lineup in the pistol now with Wisner directly behind the quarterback, Quinn Ewers. Bond will shift in motion, 2nd down, play action. Ewers steps up. He's going deep, looking downfield. Too much on this one, though. He did have Matt Golden open, but just a little too much on it, and it'll bring up 3rd down and 9.
Yeah, it did. It was a really nice play action play. Got created. Came from the backside. It was a deep post from the outside receiver after the reverse field. Ball just took off a little bit on Quentin that time.
3rd down and 9 for Texas at the Longhorn 46-yard line. Wide right is Ryan Wingo, and a slot right is Isaiah Bond. On the short side of the field, split left, is DeAndre Moore, and the tight end in the slot is Gunnar Helm. Now Moore shifts in motion to the right. And Wisner offset to the left side of Ewers. Quinn to take the shotgun snap off the left hash of the Texas 46. 3rd down and 9. Snap back to Ewers. Steps up in the pocket under pressure, and he's going to be sacked. Stepped up, and coming in to get him off the edge on the blitz was Brad Spence, sophomore linebacker from Klein Forest. Came in, and they outnumbered the number of blockers, and it turned out to be a loss of 3 yards.
Well, they brought the blitz and played zone on the backside, and just the pressure got to him. He's trying to get a crosser right there. He's taken away. Going to have to punt the football away now.
Michael Kern, 6'3", 195-pound freshman out of St. Thomas Aquinas in Fort Lauderdale, will punt. He's averaging 41 yards per kick. Snap back to Kern, and the kick is very, very high, and a fair catch called for by Isaiah Satania. And he'll make that fair catch off the punt, and it'll be Arkansas football at the Razorback 26-yard line. So, Hogs will have it On their own 26, Taylon Green, the quarterback, 6'6", 230-pound junior transfer from Louisville. Transferring from Boise State, he's completed 161 of 263 passes, 2,214 yards, 11 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 61% completion percentage. Rashad Dubinion will actually open at running back, offset to the right side. And on 1st down and 10 off the right hash of the Arkansas 21-yard line, looking to run is Green, and he'll go down maybe a 1-yard gain. He had to slice through a couple of defenders. Vernon Broughton and Alfred Collins made the tackle for Texas.
Gilbo with great coverage that time on the outside. He was trying to get a quickie. Nowhere to go. Had to put it down because of the coverage.
Now it's Rodney Hill in at running back. We've not seen Jaquindon Jackson yet. Hill, the running back, offset to the left side of Taylon Green. It's 2nd down and 9 from the Arkansas 22-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Green to take the snap. Has it, is looking to throw for the first time. Has some time, sends it over the middle. Ball is caught, and then turning the corner, breaking one tackle out beyond the 27-yard line is Andrew Armstrong. He's their leading pass catcher. That's his 56th catch of the season, Keith, but he only has 1 touchdown. They use him a lot and underneath things like that.
He gets us a lot of balls that will use him in a drag. He's good on the quick screen to the outside. That time Texas brought 5, didn't get there.
6-yard pickup to the 28-yard line makes it 3rd down and 3 for the Razorbacks. 2 receivers wide right, 2 on the short side, split left, and Jaquindon Jackson is out there for the first time now. The Hogs running back offset to the right. Shotgun snap, back to throw. Green sends it over the middle. It's incomplete. And that was intended at the 40-yard line as they were trying to go to Tyrone Broden. Jahdae Barron was kind of climbing up his back there, but the pass may have been thought by the officiating crew to be uncatchable, too high, and it's 4th down.
Actually, the receiver, as he planted his foot to
fell down,
started to fall. Barron got into him because of that. You can see him start to fall. I think that's a good no call.
Yep, that's exactly right. He slipped and fell. So it's 4th down now, and the punt to come from Devin Dale, who is averaging 46 yards per kick. Good punter for Arkansas. Actually, 48 yards per punt. This one not as deep, but it is sky high, and the Longhorns have to stay away from it, and it sails out of bounds. It'll be around the Texas, my goodness, 35-yard line, so that's not much of a punt there. It winds up going 37 yards, but a lot of it's in the air, and we have a timeout. 11:40 to go here in the first quarter, just underway in Fayetteville. No score, Texas and Arkansas on the Longhorn Radio Network from Learfield.
D&D, that means do not disturb when you're driving and when you're going from point A to B. I need you to stay safe, please, so always sing with me. So put your phone on D&D, that means do not disturb when you're driving and when you're going from point A to B. I need you to stay safe, please, so always remember this beat.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, honey bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Each team has possessed the football one time. Longhorns picked up a first down before having a punt. Arkansas 3 and out. It'll be the second Texas possession of the ball game. Just underway here in Fayetteville. No score. Texas will operate from its own 35-yard line. Craig Way, Keith Moreland, Will Matthews is with Will. It's 61 degrees and beautiful sunny skies. It says the winds are steady at 11 and gusting up to 24. And I look at the flags up top. They're blowing a little bit. How's it feel down there on the field?
You know, it's a nice gust on the field. I'd bet up there they're feeling that 25-mile-an-hour wind. But down here, it's a nice. You get a gust from time to time with a nice little bit of chill. A perfect fall weather and a perfect day for football, I feel.
Well, and going into this second possession, Keith, you were talking about what the Longhorns want to do offensively. Job number one, got to keep number 3 clean. Got to keep him in the pocket and upright.
It's interesting that what Arkansas came out with. We thought we might see Texas in some dime package. They opened the game, Arkansas did, in dime package. 3 down linemen and 2 linebackers. And 6 defensive backs. So we'll see how Texas may make those adjustments, what Sark does in your play calling a little bit, and say, all right, if this is where you're going to play me, they have a package for that, no question.
It'll be on the left hash mark of the Texas 35-yard line. Trey Weisner will continue as running back for Texas. Isaiah Bond will line up on the short side. In fact, the Longhorns will compress 3 receivers on the short side to the left. Isaiah Bond, DeAndre Moore, and Matt Golden all on the short side to the left. We'll see if there's some motion out of that as Sark invariably incorporates from time to time. First down and 10, Texas. Their first meeting in 3 years. It was a non-conference game here that Arkansas won back in 2021, 40-21. Ewers out of the gun. The 3 receivers. Now Bond shifts in motion behind the formation and off a fake to Bond. Back to throw. Ewers a screen back to Weisner. He's in a lot of trouble. Now turns it upfield, but it's only able to pick up a yard to the 36-yard line as Eric Gregory and Stephen Dix team up to bring him down.
Timing a little bit off on that just because of the penetration, and because of that, didn't gain much.
Bond is out wide right, 2 receivers on the short side left. Second down, handoff, Weisner off left tackle across the 40. Good run by Trey and takes it up to the 43-yard line. 7-yard pickup for Weisner before Landon Johnson can wrap it up. Brings up a very manageable 3rd and 2.
Yeah, and going quickly here, NASCAR.
That they do with a compressed formation. Tight to the formation are 4 receivers, and it's a flip forward, but in trouble, DeAndre Moore, and it loses yards. Now Nico Slaughter and Hudson Clark drop him for a loss. It's a very similar play to what happened. That's a loss of 8 there. A very similar play to what happened in the series against Florida last week, and Sark wasn't happy that that one didn't go well, and I know he wasn't happy that that particular play right there didn't go well.
That's exactly right. And another 3 and out. This crowd starting to get into it here. As Texas will have to punt it away again.
Yeah, this time it's a 3 and out and Kern to punt. Second time. And back deep to receive it is Isaiah Satania. Kick is away from Michael. Very high, not especially deep, but a fair catch called for and made it the 27, maybe the 28-yard line there, and that's where Arkansas will have it at the 28. It's a 37-yard punt. So now Arkansas will have its second possession of this football game. They'll mark it actually at the 26, so that's where the Hogs will scrimmage from their own 26-yard line on the left hash. It'll be first down and 10, second possession for Arkansas. Longhorns line up. Alfred Collins, middle of that defensive front. Jermaine Lole out there as well. Barron Sorrell, Trey Moore on the edge. On first down, handoff, sweeping to the right side, big hole 30, and then the Longhorns clamp it down, but still on his feet and driving forward, close to a first down, is Rashad Dominion. They had him stood up around the 30, but he kept it moving. Finally wrapped up. It took 3 Longhorns, in fact, to finally halt the forward progress. He managed to bounce off Manny Muhammad. It took Jelani McDonald and Anthony Hill to wrap him up. Second down and 1 from the 35. Shotgun snap, back to throw. Green looks deep, throws deep over the middle. Tip, intercepted, Jahdae Barron. He cut off the angle back behind. It went in and out of the hands of Tyrone Broden, and Jahdae Barron comes down with his 4th interception of the season. The Longhorns take over at the Texas 39.
Well, just an outstanding play. You described it perfectly. Came in from the backside, helped make the tackle. Ball was definitely in his hands. Looked like he was going to make the catch, and then the ball just bobbled. He just snatched it out of the air. Got that first turnover of the game, did Texas.
Longhorns will operate from their own 39-yard line now, off the right hash. With 9:40 to go in the first quarter, no score. Trey Weisner and Jaden Blue both line up in the backfield. Now Blue lines up in the slot on the left. We'll see if he shifts. Weisner's around on the left side. Quinn Ewers. Blue shifts in motion to the right with 2 receivers out wide left. On first down, and it's a handoff. Weisner on the counter, back the other way, 45. Trey to the midfield stripe. He has a first down. They finally drive him back, but he picked up 11 yards to midfield before he was finally brought down by Xavier Sori.
Great kick-out block on a really well-designed play where the linebackers were really shifting with the motion, got back to the outside, and good kick-out block.
Second first down for Texas. First and 10 for the Longhorns. Midfield, the ball placed right near where the hairs just stand up on the edge of the razorback.
It does.
Shotgun snap back. Ewers Quinn looks, fires up with the middle ball, caught. Then inside the 35-yard line is Silas Bolden slicing away from traffic. Bolden takes it inside the Arkansas 35 down to the 33-yard line, an 18-yard hit. 1st and 10 for Texas. The ball is at the Arkansas 33. Now Blue lines up in the backfield for Texas. They'll bunch 3 receivers on the left side. Out wide right for Texas. They'll have a receiver as well on 1st down. Handoff. Jaden Blue picks his way through traffic up the middle. Nice 1st down carry down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 8 yards.
Good push up front right now by that offensive line.
Larry Worth III, a junior transfer from Jacksonville, Florida. Transferred in from Jacksonville State. On the tackle for Arkansas at 2nd down and 2. Jaden Blue remains the running back. And they'll bunch Silas Bolden on the right side of the formation with a tight end, Juan Davis, but it's a handoff coming back left. Blue has the 1st down. Jaden still standing up and runs it down to the 20-yard line.
Yeah, running 2 tight ends, 1 back, a couple of receivers in a real tight formation and able to run the football now. Now they come in with the 3rd wide receiver.
1st and 10 Texas at the Arkansas 20-yard line. 7:50 to go in a scoreless first quarter. Silas Bolden is on the short side of the field along with a tight end, Gunnar Helm. Split to the left, also lining up in the slot on that short side to the left is DeAndre Moore. Wide right for Texas. Have another receiver and off play action. Ewers back to throw, looking deep. Downfield for Wingo, past it. He caught it and then dropped it. Oh, bless his heart. It was tipped. He then had it in his hands, but as he fell in the end zone after the ball went off the hands of the corner Hudson Clark, Ryan Wingo had a chance but could not bring it down for what would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, he cut in front, got a piece of it, then he had it in his hands, and I believe it hit the pylon as he's coming down, as he's trying to catch it.
Yeah.
Got a piece of the pylon.
Win so far, 5 of 7 for 28 yards. It is 2nd down and 10 at the Arkansas 20-yard line. Ewers from the shotgun, has the snap, looks right, pumps, now looking deep, got a man wide open in the end zone, easy catch, Matt Golden, touchdown Texas. There wasn't anyone within 15 yards of him, and Golden has it a 20-yard catch, Matt's 7th touchdown of the season.
Well, it's really good design. They sold the bubble screen, folks to the outside, and then after acting like you're going to block, came back wide open, nobody within 10 yards of him.
So, on for the conversion, Bert Auburn, a 6-foot, 185-pound senior out of Flower Mountain High, a perfect 46 for 46 on point after tries. Out of the hold of the punter, Michael Kern, and the snap to come from Lance St. Louis, 220-pound junior from Gilbert, Arizona. For the extra point. Good snap and hold, and Auburn's kick is good. This season, All-State will make a contribution to the University of Texas General Scholarship Fund for every field goal and extra point made by Texas. Thanks to All-State, you're in good hands. 7:23 to go in the first quarter. Texas jumps to a 7-0 lead on Arkansas, and Longhorn football continues in a moment.
Want to get in on the action at Moody Center? Texas Farm Bureau Insurance is proud to offer its members 2 free tickets to select Longhorns men's or women's basketball home games this season. Visit TexasLonghorns.com/Texas Farm Bureau for complete details on how members can request tickets. That's TexasLonghorns.com/Texas Farm Bureau for your free tickets to see the Horns on their home court. Brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance.
At St. David's Healthcare, we talk a lot about being the best. It's not just talk. We show it through innovation, hard work, heart, and of course, victories. St. David's Healthcare is proud to be an official healthcare provider of Texas athletics. And as UT Athletic Director Chris Del Conte would say,
The best is here, and together we are changing the world. Hook 'em.
The Longhorns move at 61 yards in 6 plays. The final 20 yards on the touchdown pass from Quinn Ewers to Matt Golden. For Quinn, it's his 20th touchdown pass of the season. For Golden, his 7th touchdown catch. Texas with a 7-0 lead. Nice response drive, Will Matthews, after the 3 and out on the second possession.
Yeah, and that's what you want to see. Coach Stark talks about it often, about how adversity comes. And adversity comes, you get those 2 3 and outs early. But then off a Jahdae Barron interception, gosh, that guy's been amazing. But even getting to know Matt Golden throughout the week, he was just talking about the culture of Texas and how, you know what, no matter what happens, no matter what I get, I am excited to play for this team, and I'm going to give it my all. And as you saw as he walks into the touchdown right there to put Texas up 7-0.
Well, apparently, not only are the Longhorns going to have to overcome the Arkansas Razorbacks and their crowd, they're going to have to overcome Hulk Hogan.
He's talking to him down there right now.
The Hulkster's here today. He's down on the field trying to fire up the Razorbacks.
Let me see if I can get an interview.
Hey, listen, all for it. I can just hear him going, I'm not going to put up with any of your stuff, Will Matthews. I tell you that right now.
You know what? That was almost as good as your Australian accent last week.
So it's a 7-0 Texas lead. One thing Sark said in the pregame, he wanted to make sure, he said, we got to get some turnovers. And then, as I hear coaches often say, not only is it getting the turnovers, it's doing something with them.
Turn it into points, and exactly right. And that really helps you in so many different ways. But more importantly, you're playing with a lead now. Pressure has really flipped. You're the road team, hostile environment, playing with a lead.
So we get ready for the kickoff. This one, just like the opening one from Arkansas, is brought to you by Lucchese, the official boot of the Texas Longhorns. And this boot to come from Will Stone, the Longhorn kickoff specialist, 6 foot, 195-pound junior out of the Regent School in Austin. So Stone to use the right hash mark to place the ball on the 35-yard line, left foot into it. And this one will actually be fielded at the 4-yard line by Isaiah Satania, and it's a reverse, and it is blown up. Longhorns read it, sniffed it out, and able to get downfield to help break it up was Gavin Holmes. Also, Manny Muhammad was down there, and they limit the return on the reverse out to just the 15 or 17-yard line is where it'll be put for Satania, handing it to Jordan Anthony, and he's wrapped up at the 17.
Yeah, I got a piece of him, slowed him down, and then finished it off. Nice job staying at home for the outside gunner.
Ball is on the 17-yard line, third Razorback possession. They've had a 3-and-out and an interception. Out of the pistol set, the running back being Jaquindon Jackson on first down. Here's Jackson, and pulling it back out on it, but in some trouble around the 20, and a nice turn by Taylon Green around the corner before Manny Muhammad could run him out of bounds. Jalen Gilbo also there, but that's a pickup of 5 yards out from the 22.
That's a long mesh.
Yeah.
It can really fool you. He kept that ball in the tailback's stomach a long time before he pulled it out.
2nd down and 5 for the Hogs from their own 22. 2 receivers out wide right, 2 on the short side of the field, split left. Jackson remains the running back, lined up directly behind the quarterback, Taylon Green. Off the left hash mark of the Arkansas 22-yard line. On 2nd down and 5, it's a handoff. Jackson started left back to the center of the line. Longhorns met him there, a gain of maybe 2. Well, it depends on the spot. Either 1 or 2 yards, either the 23 or 24-yard line. I think they'll mark it on the 24. Ethan Burke the tackle, which brings up 3rd down and 3.
And tried to cut it back. Burke was right there to not let him cut it back. Well, it's a big play for the Razorbacks, the Texas defense right here.
Yep.
You'd love to get them off the field.
Barron Sorrell and Trey Moore check back in along the defensive front, along with Colin Simmons and Vernon Broughton. 3rd down and 3 for Arkansas from the Razorback 24-yard line. They pull it out, and a pass, and it's blown up. Jade Barron, off to a great start, knocks down Isaiah Satania off a quick screen, and that'll lose yardage. It'll bring up 4th down for the Razorbacks.
Well, he got through the block and was right there as soon as the ball was caught. Amazingly, they held on to the football, be an incomplete pass, but it backed them up. It goes for lost yardage. You're going to have to punt the football away.
Loss of a yard, and it's 4th down where Devin Bale, who had a 37-yard punt his first time up, had a lot of hang time on it. Silas Bolden standing back around the Texas 30-yard line awaiting the kick. So 4th down, the snap, pressure coming, the kick, they don't get the kick. And the punter falls down, but no flag as he kind of slipped and fell there, and the Longhorns will have the football off the punt of 40 yards. And Texas will have the football on the Longhorn 37-yard line. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. Live from Fayetteville, Arkansas, you're listening to Texas Longhorns football from Learfield. Longhorn football is brought to you in part by St. David's Healthcare, an official healthcare provider of Texas athletics. The best is here. 5:22 remaining in the quarter. It's Texas 7, Arkansas nothing here on the Longhorn Radio Network from Learfield.
Ma, is this how you feed a hamster?
I think so.
Is my homework right?
I think so.
Is this milk still good?
I think so.
When it comes to parenting, sometimes it's okay to think you know. But when it's something as important as your child's car seat, don't just think. Know. Double check if your child is in the right seat for their age and size. It'll help protect them in a car crash. Don't just think. Know by visiting nhtsa.gov/the right seat. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hey, when you're out of town and you want to keep up with live college sports, be sure to download the new Varsity Network app. Available for both Apple and Android. You can listen to college sports live with the Varsity Network app. You can hear this broadcast right now on the Varsity Network app. You can also hear it on the Longhorn Network app and on longhornnetwork.com with a live video stream. Also, you can hear it on the Texas Longhorns app. That's where my wife Linda tunes in quite often. And then, of course, all across the Longhorn Radio Network from Learfield, thanks to our broadcast brethren today, our affiliates like down in Houston, Sports Talk 790, KVME, in San Antonio on the big one, WOAI, AM 1200. Of course, our flagship stations in Austin, Sports Radio AM 1300, The Zone, and 98.1 FM, KVET, the home of Austin's all-time country favorites. In McAllen, down in the valley on KVNS, AM 1700. Out to Tyler in East Texas, KRWR 92.1 FM, as well as KTVB, AM 600. In Waco, on KWTX, AM 1230. Down along the bay in Corpus Christi, on Keys, KEYS, AM 1440 and 98.7 FM. In Crockett, on KIVY 102.9 FM, 105.5 FM, AM 1290. All of these and many, many others, proud members of the Longhorn Radio Network from Learfield. Wherever and however you may be tuned in this morning, getting into this afternoon, we're happy to have you with us. First down and 10 for Texas. The Longhorns scrimmage from their own 37-yard line. Jaden Blue is the running back for the Longhorns, and Texas will shift 3 receivers out wide right. Ball is in the center of the field, and Quinn Ewers out of the shotgun. Quinn so far 6 of 8 for 48 yards through the air and a touchdown. First down and 10. Ewers has it. Off play action blitz. Coming, gets rid of it. Has to get rid of it. Just chucks it away in the general direction of the tight end Gunnar Helm. But there was a lot of heat coming up the pipe.
Yeah, they had a nickel blitz coming from the outside, setting over the top of the slot receiver and came inside. Got pressure. Stewart did, but Ewers just had to get rid of it.
Second down and 10. Isaiah Bond is in the slot on the short side to the left. 3 receivers, including the tight end Gunnar Helm, bunched together. Compressed on the open side of the formation to the right. On second down, handoff, sweeping to the right side. Jaden Blue trying to find a cutback lane, and he does across the 40, and he's up to the 41-yard line. Picks up 4 yards. Brad Spence, the tackle, looked like there was not going to be anything there, and Jaden still managed to carve 4 yards out of it.
Yeah, he made a nice little move in the backfield to get away for the tackler and got to the outside. Another third down. We've seen a lot of them early in this game.
Third down and 6 from the Texas 41. Jaden Blue offset to the right side of Quinn Ewers. Wide left, Isaiah Bond on the short side of the field. Split to the right, Matt Golden. In a slot left is Silas Bolton. From the right hash of the Texas 41. On third down and 4, shotgun snap back to Ewers. Pressure coming again. Quinn's got to do something, and he falls down. Pocket collapsed around him. He tried to step up and I think slipped or tripped over somebody, and that's a loss of 5 yards. So that'll go as a sack, a second one for Arkansas, and the Longhorns will have to punt.
Well, they brought another nickel blitz from the outside. Quentin tried to step up around it and actually stepped on the back of one of his linemen. I couldn't tell which one he stepped on, but forced him to slip, and now Texas 0 for 3 on third down in the ballgame.
Ready to punt is Kern. The kick is away from Michael. Very high, not especially deep. Fair catch called for, made at the 25-yard line by Satania. So that's where the Razorbacks will operate after the punt. They'll start from their own 25-yard line with 3:58 remaining in the first quarter. And Arkansas will start from its own 25-yard line. Texas with a 7-0 lead. Ball is on the left hash. And Arkansas will send Andrew Armstrong out wide right. Rashad Dominion, the running back, in the pistol. He'll have 3 receivers bunched together on the left. Now, one of those shifts in motion. Jordan Anthony back to the right. First down, play action, back to throw. Green, now he's going to tuck it in, and throws on the run and has him in. It's caught at midfield. Great adjustment by Green to do it, and he located Satania for 25 yards out in the midfield.
Yeah, Satania saw his quarterback start to run, and he broke off his route and came back to the outside. A little ad-lib there for 20 yards. First down and 10, Arkansas, the ball at the Razorback 50-yard line. That's their first down of the contest here with 3.5 to go in the first quarter, and Texas leading 7-0. 3 receivers out wide left for the Razorbacks. Tight end lines up tight on the short side of the formation to the right. On first down, handoff, trying to bounce outside is Dominion, and then cuts it back inside. A nice first down carry of 5 yards. Michael Taft, the stop for Texas. Second down and 5 for the Hogs. Trying to stretch this defensive front, trying to get to the outside. It was a good play, and he cut back, Taft right there to make the play. At the Texas 45-yard line on second down and 5. 2 receivers, wide right, Jordan Anthony and Isaiah Satania. 1 receiver, Andrew Armstrong, on the short side of the field, split left. Ball near the left hash mark, but closer to midfield. And on second down, it is a handoff up the middle, and a good run and good movement forward. A push just shy of the first down. It was close by Dominion. He's a little bit short. It brings up third down. It took 3 white jerseys to drag it down. Leon LaFau, one of those. Jumbo package in the game now for Arkansas. All the big bodies come in here on third and short. So now it's 3rd and a yard to go for the Razorbacks. Bill Norton checks in the interior of that defensive front for Texas, along with Alfred Collins. Jaquindon Jackson, the running back. Under center is the big Talon Green, but he turns and hands it there to Jackson. He's got the first down off the right side. Green, of course, always a threat to run at 6'6", and he lined up under center, but he handed it to Jackson, who bounded forward for 3 yards and a first down at the Texas 38. First down and 10 for the Razorbacks. Under 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Out wide left for the Hogs is Isaac Tesla, senior, from Hudsonville, Michigan. Empty set showing right now. Yep, 3 receivers out wide left, 2 on the short side, split to the right. Andrew Armstrong and Jordan Anthony on the short side of the right. 3 receivers left. On first down, shotgun snap, back to throw with some time. Green now being chased. Alfred Collins got him. Wrapped him up around the ankles and flipped him down for a sack. Big AC comes up with the sack, and it's a loss of 12. Well, I tell you what, really nice job of staying in his lane. It was a bull-type rush. It wasn't a speed rush, bull-type rush, and he tried to break outside. Collins wrapped him up. That's a huge loss, 12 yards. All the way back to midfield. Longhorns shift out personnel, and they'll go with a dime look now. As Sark told us, they may do 6 defensive backs out there. Shotgun snap, back to Green, second down, looks deep, over the middle, off the hands of the intended target of Andrew Armstrong. He still would have been about 10 yards shy of the first down, but there were 3 Longhorns right around him, and he couldn't hold it. And now it's third down for Arkansas, and the Razorbacks need 22 for the first. Hogs 1 out of 3 in this first quarter on third down. Inside a minute remaining in the opening quarter. Ball is on the right hash. 3 receivers out wide left, 1 on the short side of the field, split to the right. Rashad Dominion is the running back, offset to the right side of the quarterback, Talon Green. Back to throw on third down. Pressure coming. Scrambling left. He'll go down. Colin Simmons, one of a couple Longhorns, Vernon Broughton and Barron Sorrell. They all cash in. It's a loss of 10 more, and it's 4th and 32 for the Razorbacks. Well, they brought the house. Texas just came after it, played zone on the backside of it, brought 5 guys and just overwhelmed that offensive line. Boy, that was a good defensive series after giving up the 1 improv first down.
So it'll be a punt again for Arkansas. And this will be the third punt of this first quarter for Devin Bale, who has averaged nearly 39 yards per kick on those first two punts. Here's his third. Snap to him, rolls to the right, kick his way off the side of the foot. It's a wobbler. And out of bounds near midfield. That thing quacked as it went out of bounds.
Well, that was a stone shank. This
Wow.
is going to be at the 48-yard line.
So that punt for Arkansas is all of
8 yards.
Wow. It's amazing.
8 yards.
The Longhorns will have it at the Arkansas 48-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Longhorns there. And this is a guy who came in averaging 48 yards per punt.
Yeah, and that was the end of the quarter all at once.
Wow. So here we are, into the first quarter. Longhorns with a touchdown and a lot of defense. It's Texas 7, Arkansas nothing. Longhorn football continues in a moment.
Cheers to a great day and this ice-cold Corona.
You know what would make this day even better? My grandma's carne asada.
Or your grandma here with us, making carne asada.
She does love a cold Corona.
Throw in some dancing.
We can watch the game.
I'll drink to that.
So a backyard concert with football, food, dancing, and Corona?
And your grandma.
Or we could keep it simple.
Simple is good. Want a Corona?
Thanks. Salud to the perfect day.
Corona, la vida más fina. Get your Corona at ordercorona.com. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Import, Chicago, Illinois.
Refresh your home with the help of Living Spaces and get everything you need fast with free shipping. Upgrade with our in-stock collections at everyday low prices, and we'll deliver it as soon as the next day. From your living room and dining room to your bedrooms and office, every space deserves a new furniture piece here and a chic accessory there. Discover designs you love, and we'll ship them for free only at Living Spaces and livingspaces.com.
Living Spaces.
Proud sponsor of Texas Athletics.
Mike Coulter back inside the Learfield Network studios. We'll look back at that first quarter of action. Texas won the coin toss, elected to receive the football to start the game, and on their first possession, Quinn Ewers found Isaiah Bond for 17, but on 3rd down and 9, with a fresh set of downs, Ewers was sacked by Arkansas's Brad Spence, and the Longhorns would have to punt it away. Arkansas, nothing doing on their first possession. They would go 3 and out. Texas didn't respond with anything, 3 and out themselves, as an end around was blown up on 3rd down. Arkansas would get a 9-yard run on their second possession of the game, but then on the following play on 2nd and 1, Taylon Green's pass was juggled by his intended target, tipped up into the air, and then intercepted by Jahdae Barron, who gave Texas good field position at their own 39. Longhorns quickly to work. Trey Wisner, a run for 11. Ewers found Silas Bolden for 17 more. Jaden Blue with runs of 8 and 5, and then 2nd and 10 at the Arkansas 20. Ewers found a wide open not Matthew Golden for the touchdown. 6 plays, 61 yards, 2:17 off the clock, 7-0 Texas. Arkansas's next possession on 3rd down and 3, their pass was completed but blown up for a loss of 1, and they would punt it away. Texas nothing doing. Ewers sacked on 3rd down on their next possession. Second time Ewers has been sacked on the day so far, and had to punt it back to Arkansas. Razorbacks would give a 25-yard pass completion on their first play, get another first down, but then the Longhorn defensive line went to work. First, it was Alfred Collins, a sack for a loss of 12, and Colin Simmons and a host of others for a loss of 10 more. Set up 4th down and 32. A horrible punt, went just 8 yards as it went off the side of the Arkansas punter's foot. So the Longhorns with good field position as we start the second quarter. Let's send it back now inside Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium with Craig Way, Keith Moreland, and Will Matthews. Guys?
All right, thanks very much, Mike. Longhorns will move left to right, north to south here in quarter number 2. They'll scrimmage from the left hash mark at the Arkansas 48-yard line. They were honoring the 1964 Razorback football team that has claimed the school's only national championship. That was a Football Writers Association national title. The AP and UPI titles were awarded to Alabama, who then lost to Texas in the Orange Bowl. Joe Namath being stopped by Tommy Novus in that famous goal line stand. For the Longhorns, they'll start 1st and 10 from the 48-yard line. Handoff, Trey Wisner sweeps left, cuts through one tackler and a second, but a gain of only 4 yards out down to the 44-yard line. Cameron Ball on the tackle. In the first quarter, the Longhorns had a total yardage output. They had 78 yards to 37 for the Razorbacks in that first quarter. 2nd down, a long 6 needed for the first. Handoff, Wisner again, he's in trouble and he'll lose yardage. That's back to the 46-yard line. He tried to hide behind the pads of a blocker. Quincy Rhodes Jr., a big sophomore from North Little Rock, made the tackle, a loss of 2. Now it's 3rd down and 8 at the Hogs' 46-yard line. Isaiah Bond will be on the short side of the field, split to the left. Wide right, Ryan Wingo in a slot right. It is Silas Bolden, who now shifts in motion back to the left. Longhorns line up in the pistol with Weisner directly behind the quarterback, Quinn Ewers. 3rd down at the Razorback 46-yard line. The Longhorns need 8. And Quinn Ewers has to call a timeout. Silas Bolden went in motion 3 different times. Went right to left. He went left to right to left to right.
Yeah, he was in the wrong spot. Ewers saw that, and he said, I got to take a timeout. The play clock was coming down.
So I was talking about this. They were celebrating this 1964 national championship team from Arkansas, which, of course, got a gigantic win in Austin on a Saturday night. It beat Texas 14-13. The margin of victory was a missed extra point to the Longhorns, but also the biggest play in the game. Ken Hatfield, future Arkansas and Rice head coach, had an 81-yard punt return for a touchdown in that game. And after the game, Coach Royal went into the Arkansas locker room and said, you guys just beat a really good football team. Stick to your knitting, because if you don't, we'll pick it up, the pieces. And sure enough, neither team lost the rest of the year, and Arkansas ended up winning the national title. Curious thing, though, he got an ovation, but the loudest ovation out of that team was reserved for Jerry Jones.
Yes, who's a member of that team as well.
It was a reserve offensive lineman, and Jerry is out here today, the owner of the Dallas Cowboys. All right, 3rd down and 8 out of the timeout at the Arkansas 46-yard line. Ewers from the shotgun has the snap, flings it out right side. The catch at 45, but it's going to be short of the 1st down. Bolden right at about the 40-yard line, and they may give him the 39. So it's 4th and a yard to go now.
Gave him a great spot right there. You got to go here.
Yep, and they're going to do it. They're going to bring in Jarrett Gibson in at running back for Texas. In fact, they'll have all 3 backs in the formation. Weisner, Blue, and Gibson. Ball is on the right hash of the Arkansas 39-yard line.
The first time we've seen 4 defensive linemen for Arkansas is on this snap.
4th and a yard to go, and Ewers to take the snap from under center. Quinn under center, 4th down and 1 at the Arkansas 39-yard line. Handoff, Gibson, he's got the 1st down, then swung back, but he'd already picked up the necessary yardage to the 37-yard line. A gain of a couple, it'll move the chains, and a 1st down for the Horns.
We're influence play. Both other backs, 3 backs in the backfield, went the one direction, brought it back underneath it in that misdirection, just enough to keep the linebackers from coming up and making that play, so it's enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, forward progress actually has the football just about touching the 36, closer to 3 on the carry. Weisner now the lone running back at a 1st down. Ewers fakes it to Weisner, throws it deep downfield, looking for Golden, and it is caught out of bounds, I believe.
Knocked away.
Yeah, knocked away. I thought it was caught at first. T.J. Metcalf flicked it away, and it's 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, playing free safety, did a nice job. Ball floated just a hair, Greg, and it allowed him to get up and get that right hand to knock it away.
Similar play they ran late in the 1st half against Florida last week that went for the score. Now it's 2nd down and 10. The ball at the 36-yard line, just shy of it. Weisner, the running back. Ewers to take the snap from under center, and he'll hand off to Trey Weisner, trying to bounce outside. Can he get the corner? 35, 30, flag down, however, and this may be coming back. It's down to the 29-yard line. It would be a 7-yard gain, but this may be coming back. That took a while to get that outside zone going there, and this one may be a hold. Referee.
Holding. Offense number 2. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. 2nd down.
That's called on Matt Golden trying to set up the downfield block there. The referee for today is Steve Marlowe, the umpire Rodney Laurie, head line judge Ralph Green, Chris Conway is the line judge, the field judge Andy Britton, the side judge Justin LaRue, Wayne Gautney, the back judge, center judge Mark Curlis, the replay official is John Allman, and the communicator Brian Greenwood. After the walk-off from the spot of the foul, it's 2nd down and 14 from the Arkansas 40. And Ewers back to throw on 2nd down. Sets up a screen. Here goes Gunnar Helm. 35, 30. Gunnar with a 1st down. His first catch of the day. And Helm takes the catch all the way downfield with Juan Davis, the 2nd tight end, delivering a big block. It's down to the Arkansas 23-yard line. And that'll go for 17 yards.
Nobody in America, no team in America does better running screens than Texas.
1st and 10. Blue, the running back, and Jaden draws the carry now, and he'll bound forward for a couple to the 21. Hudson Clark, the tackle for Arkansas.
Arkansas only had 10 defenders on the field, had to run one on as the play was being snapped.
Wow. We got 11 out there now. Ball is at the 21 of the Razorbacks. Second down and 8 for Texas. Ewers out of the shotgun. Jane Blue offset to his left. Snap back to Ewers. Quinn looking, sets it to left side and unable to hold that was Helm. It was kind of low and out in front. McGutter will tell you probably should have caught it. Couldn't hold it. And now the Longhorns are facing another third down. It's 3rd and 8.
Post-cell changes for the Razorbacks.
Blue checks out for Texas. Juan Davis comes out as well. Silas Bolden, the extra wide receiver, and Trey Weisner will be back in a running back. Matt Golden is wide right. Bolden is in a slot right. On the short side of the field, split left is Ryan Wingo. 3 wide out set. The tight end near the boundary is Gunnar Helm. 3rd down and 8. Arkansas showing blitz. The ball is at the Razorback 21. Back to throw. Ewers lofts it. Downfield for Golden. End zone. He leaps. Can't get it. And had a defender in front of him. Keon Stewart put his body between Golden and the ball, and it brings up 4th down.
Now Texas now 0 for 5 on 3rd down, Craig. Got enough here, though, to tip the field goal.
So Bert Auburn on to try the field goal. This will be a 39-yarder from the left hash, out of the hold of Michael Kern, and the snap to come from Lance St. Louis. Auburn this season, 6-9 on field goals in the 30 to 39-yard range. He's been really good. Here's the snap and the hold. The kick is on the way for Bert Auburn, and the kick is good. Auburn knocks it through, and the Longhorns lead it by 10. 11:15 remaining in the first half here in Fayetteville. The score is Texas 10 and Arkansas nothing. Longhorn football continues in a moment.
Hey, so what's a great way to spread awareness that driving high is illegal everywhere? A catchy song, of course.
You can run, but you can't drive high. You can run, but you can't drive high.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Are you prepared for an emergency or disaster? Because it's not a matter of if, but when. Don't find yourself saying,
when the storm rolls in, my time to find a pet-friendly evacuation center will have run out.
The scorching heat wave will leave me powerless to cool my insulin.
I'll face a hurricane without meds. Now that's a tough pill to swallow.
Let's prepare so we all have a better story to tell. Get started at ready.gov/older adults. Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
Longhorn football is brought to you in part by Texas Mutual Insurance Company, keeping workers safe and community strong. You know, I mentioned that Bert Auburn has been good from close range. That's actually his first field goal of the season between the ranges of 30 and 39 yards. In the 40 to 49-yard range, he's 3 of 5 and missed his only 50-plus try. That was a week ago, the 51-yard try. But that's his first in the 30 to 39-yard range. He's 7 of 10. Overall, Longhorns march at 27 yards. It takes them 11 plays, 3:45 off the clock, and that's because of the constant getting it in the 3rd down. They converted a 4th down, but 0 for 5 on 3rd downs, and that's something that Sark wants to have a better job of. Will, how about your thoughts?
You know, in watching Texas just find a way to at least get the offense going, they are allowing Quinn to have a bit of time, but the guys definitely aren't getting open in the way, and with that hold, calling it back, made it really difficult for Texas to get this score. In an atmosphere like this, Texas has got to keep the gas on the offensive side, and as well, I did like the length of the drive. That definitely keeps the defense time to sit on the sideline, but that'll pay in the 4th quarter. Now, ready to watch the defense do their thing.
Yeah, Will, we didn't see much of DeAndre Moore. Did you say you saw him a little bit hobbled on the sidelines?
Yeah, he was with the trainers, seeming to work out a lower leg injury. He did not come back, and I have not seen him since. I think he might be working on it right now.
All right. Hopefully he'll be all right. Longhorns will kick it off. From left to right, from north to south. This beautiful morning, and yes, we're still in the morning for 5 more minutes anyway. Beautiful morning here in Fayetteville, Arkansas. It's 63 degrees here right now.
Boy, it was perfect football weather.
It really is. The high projected to be in the mid to upper 60s. So, Stone to kick it off. And back deep to receive it will be Isaiah Satania and Jordan Anthony. Here's the kickoff. And this one will be a touchback as it was fielded by Anthony in the end zone. He puts down the knee. So Arkansas will begin this possession from the Razorback 25-yard line with Texas in front 10-0.
Well, Texas has done a nice job. We saw them in the first two series without the dime packets. In the dime packets, the last drive. See what they come out with, Texas does on this drive.
They have Jelani McDonald and Andrew Makuba both out at safeties. Kobe Black is in at a corner for Texas, along with Jade Barron out there. So they'll be in the nickel set to start off with. Jaquindon Jackson, the running back for Arkansas, offset to the left side of the quarterback, Taylon Green. From the left hash mark of the Razorback 25, Green to the air on first down. That pass is caught. Barron shoving Andrew Armstrong out of bounds after a 6-yard gain to the 31.
Now Armstrong, you talked about, he's not a guy that gets vertical very often, but those quick outs, quick ins, and quick slants, he is a weapon.
2nd down and 4 from the Arkansas 31-yard line. Jordan Anthony is on the short side of the field, split to the right. He's out there along with Isaiah Satania. And wide left is Andrew Armstrong. Ball is on the right hash of the Razorback 31. Out of the shotgun, Taylon Green to take the snap on 2nd down, turns, hands the ball off. Good running by Jaquindon Jackson. He has a first down, still running up to the 41-yard line. He picks up 10 yards before the Longhorns can finally wrap him up. Jaquindon Jackson looking healthy. He's missed the last 2 ball games. Converted quarterback, was a great quarterback at Duncanville. Played for Reginald Samples there, and then had a bad knee injury deep in the playoffs. Had committed to Texas, signed with Texas, went to Texas, and didn't play for the Longhorns. Transferred to Utah with some productive seasons before transferring here to Arkansas. 1st down and 10 for the Razorbacks from the Hogs 41. Shotgun snap to Green, looks left, throws left, ball caught, and this turned out to be a big gain. It'll be a 1st down. The Longhorns could not wrap him up. It's Jordan Anthony. It looked like it might be 2, maybe 3 yards, and he managed to spin away from Jalen Gilbo and take it all the way out the midfield. That's a gain, let's see, it's a gain of 9. Well, it's a gain of 10.
They moved the chains.
Well, but the ball was at the 41. It can't be a 9-yard first down.
We've got to.
That's incorrect. And in fact, I think
they're
going to
make this change. Yeah,
you got to move the chains back. I know we're in Arkansas, but 9 yards does not equal a first down. So we got to move it back, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 1.
Ball carrier did not make the line to gain. It will be 2nd and 1.
From the midfield stripe. 9:42 remaining in the half. It's 10-0 Texas. Arkansas on the move now. They picked up a 1st down and bordering on picking up a 2nd. Jermaine Lole is in the middle of the defensive front for Texas, flanked by Barron Sorrell and Alfred Collins, and 3 down linemen. 2nd and a yard to go for the Hogs. They lined up in the pistol, and the handoff goes to, no, it's pulling it back is Green. He has a 1st down, finally run down. Barron Sorrell ran him down from behind. He saw it developing, but he still couldn't get to him in time, and it's a 7-yard gain.
Boy, Green just keeps that ball in the stomach of the running back a long time. That's as long a mesh as I've seen.
Yeah, and Barron Sorrell saw it, but he just couldn't get over to it because Green's got good speed as well. Ball is at the right hash at the Texas 43-yard line. Clock moving with 9:05 remaining in the half, and the Longhorns leading 10-0. The lineup in the pistol set, Jaquindon Jackson directly behind the quarterback, Taylon Green. 2 receivers out wide left for the Razorbacks. 1 on the short side of the field, split right. On 1st down, a toss to Jackson trying to turn the corner. Longhorns string it out this time, and they'll drag him down. Barron Sorrell was there, and they bring him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Nice job of bouncing. He was trying to bounce it to the outside. This good pursuit by the Longhorns. Really was no place to go. Sorrell makes the play now. Got him in 2nd long.
10 yards needed for first. Tyrone Broden lines up in a slot on the short side to the left. Wide right, Andrew Armstrong. In a slot right for the Razorbacks is Isaiah Satania. 3 wide out set, out of the pistol from the left hash mark of the Texas 43. 2nd down, back to pass. Off players, a lot of time for Green. Now pressure coming, and there's going to be a hold against Arkansas. No matter what Green does here, he'll throw it away. because he would have been sacked. There's no doubt about it, and a Razorback held him, and this is going to be a 10-yard walk-off. So the preliminary indication is a hold, and we'll hear it from our referee, Steve Marlowe. They'll march the Razorbacks back, their first penalty of the ball game. Texas with one penalty as well. Each team with a hold. They're still, I think, trying to get the determination on the spot of the foul and check with Sark to see if he wants it or to go to third down.
Offense number 9, 10-yard penalty, second down.
And Sark says, let's take the penalty. So moves him back. Ethan Burke will be at defensive end, along with Colin Simmons as the edge rushers. Alex January is in there in the interior of the defensive line, along with Vernon Broughton. Now they'll make a change. Jalen Gilbo will check out, and Alfred Collins will check back in. They have 4 down linemen, do the Horns. Actually, they'll go to a 5-down line set. On second down and 20. Rodney Hill is the running back for the Razorbacks. He shifts out of the pistol to the left side of Green. Shotgun snap back to Taylor Green. Hit as he throws over the middle. Ball juggled and incomplete. In and out of the hands of the tight end, Andreas Poska. And Jelani McDonald separated Poska from the football.
Yes, he did from the backside. Didn't see it there, but I think he's going to make that. Really would have been an outstanding catch, but this gets knocked away by McDonald.
So the ball
I'd heat him up here on 3rd and long.
At the 47-yard line, 3rd down and 20 for Arkansas. And the Longhorns with the nickel in right now on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, an empty set. Back to throw is Green. Steps up in the pocket, flings it out right. Ball is caught, and the Longhorns make an immediate wrap-up after the catch was made by Rodney Hill out of the backfield. Gavin Holmes wrapped him up. It brings up 4th down. That gain looked to be about 7 yards. And they'll mark it at the 46-yard line. It'll be 4th down, Arkansas to punt. 7-yard gain. Longhorns gave up a little ground, but they were going to keep the play in front of them.
Did a nice job. They didn't come after him. They actually rushed forward and dropped 7 in coverage. Did a nice job. Nobody behind you to make the tackle.
Now the punt for Arkansas is Bale. Again, that 8-yard punt last time hurt his average. Knuckleball here, and Bolden has to let it go. Why did he field it at the 2? Here's why. To the 10, to the 14. Now, I thought he was going to break it big. He fielded it on the hop at the 2-yard line, and Silas has a lot of freedom to be able to do that.
Wow.
I thought he was going to let it go in the end zone, and I think maybe he was trying to deke the defense into it. It was a 51-yard punt on all those bounces and rolls, and then the return brings it out to the 14-yard line. So the Longhorns will operate from there after the timeout. We're just past the midway mark of the second quarter. 7:17 to go here in the first half. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification here on the Longhorn Radio Network from Learfield. Coming up, we'll get an update from Mike Coulter in our Longhorn Radio Network studios about the early kickoffs here in college football. Texas leads it by a score of 10-0, and Longhorn football continues in a moment.
It's the Get Holiday Ready sales event with Hank and Sam from the Ford crew. Today, a new shipment of inventory.
Hank, what's going on?
Another hauler full of new Ford trucks and SUVs, Sam.
So much SUV capability. Is that?
Ford F-Series, the best-selling trucks for 47 years. And a big selection means...
Big savings?
Yep, which means...
It's the best time to buy?
Well done, Sam. And time for America to get holiday ready with Ford.
Based on 1977 to 2023 CY Industry reported total sales.
Dulce Vida Blanco Tequila will give you a winning taste in every sip. Made with 100% organic blue agave harvested in Los Altos, Mexico, Dulce Vida Blanco is additive-free and great in a classic margarita. Try the Dulce Vida fruit-infused tequilas that are all natural, low in calories, and made with real fruit. Whether it's spicy pineapple jalapeno, refreshing grapefruit, or mouth-watering lime, Dulce Vida is a hit every time. Dulce Vida Tequila, pure and simple. 40% alcohol by volume, imported by Dulce Vida Spirits, Austin, Texas.
Mike Coulter back inside the Learfield Network studios with this WinStar World Resort Studio report. In the top 25, no other SEC games underway. Well, actually, one other SEC game just underway. We'll tell you about that in just a moment. Number 2, Ohio State taking on Northwestern at Wrigley Field. Ohio State trailed midway through the second quarter, 7-0, but have scored back-to-back touchdowns. Now in front, 14-7. Just over 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Early second quarter in Boulder. Number 17, Colorado gets a punt return touchdown. Shedeur Sanders with a touchdown pass. Buffalo's in front of Utah, 14-3. Early second quarter of that one. ACC action, number 20, Clemson, 2 touchdown passes from Cade Klubnik, both to Antonio Williams. They're happy to have him healthy this season. It's 14-7 Clemson on top of Pittsburgh on the road. Just over 8.5 minutes left until halftime there. And number 25, Tulane, a 7-0 lead over Navy midway through the second quarter. In the Southeastern Conference, there's one other game that's now underway down on the Plains. Auburn stepping back out of conference, hosting UL Monroe. Right now, Auburn in front 7-0, about 7 minutes into that ball game. Let's send it back to Fayetteville with Craig, Keith, and Will. Guys?
Thank you very much, Mike. Hey, Longhorn fans, score and taste touchdown at your next tailgate with Hellman's, the official mayonnaise of Texas Athletics. Officially 40 yards on that punt. And then Silas Bolden, who we've seen return make some big returns, out to the 14-yard line. Jaden Blue is the running back, and on first down, Quinn Ewers looks to throw over the middle and dropped by Gunnar Helm. And it could have been Xavier Sori getting a hand in on defense as that one came across the middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, Helm quite upset that he didn't hold on to that football because he had the ball out in front of him with some area to go. And might have got a piece of it, though, just to interfere.
Second down and 10. And on second and 10, Ewers play action, throws out to the left to Bond, a catch, and that is close to a first down. In fact, it might be enough. It is. 10 yards out to the 24. Hudson Clark wrapped him up. First and 10, Longhorns at the 24.
Boy, a really nice time pattern. Came out of the break, ball was already in the air.
First and 10, Longhorns. The ball at the Texas 24-yard line, 6:50 and counting. That's the 8th first down of this first half for the Horns. 2 receivers out wide right. The tight end, Juan Davis, on the short side, lined up in an H-back set. From the left hash, shotgun snap, off play action. Ewers with time, going deep, looking for Bond downfield, and too much on that one, incomplete. Kind of hung it up there, but Isaiah also to make a long run from the right side, cutting back deep post. The coverage there by Miguel Mitchell, and it's incomplete. Second down and 10.
Arkansas staying with this, nickel and dime package, only rushing 3. They're dropping 8 back in coverage.
So it is second down and 10 from the Longhorn 24-yard line. Ewers out of the pistol with Jaden Blue lined up directly behind him. 2 receivers out wide right. On second down, handoff. Blue lowers the shoulder, moves out to the 28-yard line. A gain of 4, and Xavier Sori on the tackle for Arkansas. Third down and 6 coming up for Texas, and that's been the bugaboo. The Longhorns in this first half, 0 for 5 on third downs. Arkansas 1 out of 5 in that situation. So it is third and 6 from the Texas 28-yard line. Blue in the backfield, offset to the left side of Ewers. Quinn with the snap on third down, looks, fires over the middle, caught by Helm, and that's a first down. Out over the 40, and Gunner right to the 40-yard line, a gain of 12 and a first and 10 for the Longhorns.
Wow, really nice job of finding that soft spot. Arkansas was playing zone. He just set down just across the line to gain, pitch and catch first down.
And, of course, they have the faith in both Quinn Ewers and Gunnar Helm to go right back to the tight end. First and 10 at the Texas 40-yard line. 5:35 to go in the half. Quick swing pass goes outside and a block set up, trying to move up field. Silas Bolden does, out over the 45 to the 48-yard line. Did a good job after the catch. There's some yak yardage and a gain of 8 yards. Bring up second down and 2.
Made a nice move, and Arkansas defender missed air. Went to the ground.
Right foot spot will actually put the ball at the 49-yard line, calling a 9-yard play. Blew the running back, 2nd and 1 for Texas, and some movement. Now, wait a minute. Kelvin Banks did raise out of his three-point stance, but he's pointing right to Danelko Slaughter, the safety, who encroached him. We'll see if that's the call. Here's the call from the referee.
Offside. Defense number 3 in the neutral zone, causing the offense to react. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Danelko Slaughter called for the encroachment, so it's a free walk-off of 5 yards and a first down for Texas at the Arkansas 46, the 10th first down of this first half. They have now finally converted to third down, so let's see how they go from here. At the Hawks 46, Ewers from the gun. On first down and 10, has Ryan Wingo wide left, Silas Bolden in the slot left, and Matt Golden on the short side of the field, split to the right. On first down, Ewers with it, play action, back to throw. Quinn looking, swings it across field as he checks it down to Jaden Blue. It's not a bad check down option because Blue turns on the Jets and reaches the Hogs 40, so it turns out to be a 6-yard pickup. Second down and 4, the clock moving with 4:40 to go in the half.
Trying to get it to Wingo down the field that time. They were trying to get a big one and good coverage on the back end.
Jarrett Gibson now in at running back. The ball at the Razorbacks 40-yard line. On second down and 4, it is a handoff. Gibson up the middle, turns forward near the first down. Still moving, but the gain is only going to be a couple, maybe 3, depending on the spot. And third down coming up. Evie Rose, senior defensive lineman from Henderson on the tackle, put it down at the 38. So it's third down and 2 coming up for Texas at the Arkansas 38-yard line. Ball just barely inside the 38. So about a yard and 3/4 needed. Blue the running back. Ewers from the gun. Third down, handoff. Jaden Blue bounding for it. He did not get. Now he does. Second effort, and he has it. At first, he was driven back, and then he recovered his footing and pushed forward to the 35-yard line. A gain of 3 and a first down.
He did a nice job keeping his legs moving. Then that offensive line got a little push behind him, too. Able to get enough to get the first down.
Now, the game is in this situation at 3.5 minutes. The Longhorns would love to be able to run time, get a score, preferably a touchdown before the half to somewhat negate the second half kickoff to Arkansas. First down handoff, Blue left side, sweeping through, still on his feet and inside the 30, down to the 29-yard line. So that is a gain of 6 more for Jaden Blue.
Now those big guys, 5 guys up front, we mentioned them a couple times on this drive, they're starting to get their way up front in this running game.
Second down, ball's at the 29-yard line. Cole Hudson now in along that offensive front for DJ Campbell. Hudson, the 310-pound junior out of Frisco High. Second down, Weisner now in at running back for the Longhorns. And on second down, play action. Ewers trying to set up a screen back to left. Ball's caught and it's going to lose yardage. Well, it's going to lose a lot of yardage, but it would have lost even more had Quinn not gotten rid of the football. He was about to be sacked, and it went to Weisner, and then he was tackled by Hudson Clark. And that's going to go back a loss of 8 yards. And there's a Razorback down on the field. The clock has stopped with 2:32. It is Hudson Clark, the guy who blew up the play, the senior, the former Highland Park Scot. He was a high school teammate of the Longhorns special teams demon, Marshall Landwehr. Right now, the attention being focused on him with 2:32 remaining here in the first half. And the Longhorns are going to face a third down and 12 coming up. Well, Sark, no doubt, will be unhappy about the 3 negative plays they had off of screens and passes to the outside.
Yeah, especially in the screen game because they're so good at it. But Arkansas has really well defended it really well. They've known where they were going right there. And Quinn, if you go back and look at that, when he probably looks at the tape, I should have thrown that football away. Just throw it out of bounds because it was dangerous the way he flipped it out there. It was a completion, but does go for the loss. And that might have taken them out of field goal range. That's the other part of it, too.
At least for the moment, anyway. Quinn, 13 of 21 for 101 yards and a touchdown here in this first half. Texas has 2 timeouts remaining. Arkansas has 3. Longhorns did not convert their first 5 third down situations. Now they're 2 for their last 2, both on this drive. So it's third down and 12 at the Razorback 37-yard line. Longhorns will operate out of an empty set. At least they'll give that look because Jaden Blue is nearest the boundary on the short side to the left. Right now lined up as a receiver. 3 receivers out wide right. On third down, Ewers, a long count. Look it over to the side now. Quinn relaying offensive instruction to the offense. Out of the gun. Quick swing pass out to Blue, and he's wrapped up and then got away, but he's going to lose more yardage.
Boy, it looked like there was a face mask there.
Well, he got spun around, and I didn't see whether it was jersey or helmet. There was no flag, and it's a loss, and it's fourth down. And looking at a replay, yeah, it's just a jersey grab, but it's fourth down, and that one lost yardage again for Texas. That one lost 4 more, and it's fourth down and 16. And timeout called by Arkansas here. Actually, we're at the 2-minute timeout. So 2 minutes remaining here in the first half with the score, Texas 10, Arkansas nothing. Longhorn football continues in a moment.
The Flat Creek Estate Wine Garden is how Austin does a pregame. Sip on the most awarded Texas wines in history at this fixture of the Texas football experience. Located on DeLost Dodds Way on the north side of DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. The Flat Creek Estate Wine Garden brings Texas Hill Country attitude to every Longhorns home game. Award-winning wines? We got it. Need a frosé? We got that too. Plus live music and plenty of shade. We know how much y'all need that. Come on over to the Flat Creek Estate Wine Garden on game day. Visit our amazing 80-acre winery in Marble Falls and pick up our wines at your local HEB. Hook 'em.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Texas Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
When the holidays get real, start at Kohl's and Kohl's.com, where you'll find amazing deals on everything you need, all in one place, so you can focus on the moments that matter. Kohl's, where families come first. Well, the Longhorns had a first down. They were on the move. They had a pickup of 6 yards on first down, and then proceeded to lose 12 yards after that. From the 29 back to the Arkansas 41-yard line. So it's 4th down and 16 coming up for Texas at the Arkansas 41 with exactly 2 minutes remaining in the half. Texas leading the Razorbacks 10-0. Arkansas has all 3 of its timeouts remaining. The Longhorns have 2 timeouts remaining.
Well, it's interesting. This is maybe a 2-for-1 situation for the Razorbacks. Get a good punt, you're going to get them back deep in their own end and see if you can try to hold this last 2 minutes, because Razorbacks will get the ball to start the second half.
I want to remind you, Longhorns back at home next Saturday for Senior Day as they host the Kentucky Wildcats at DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. It's a 2:30 kickoff. We'll be on the air at 1:30 here on the Longhorn Radio Network from Learfield. And also a reminder, stay tuned right after the ball game over many of these same Longhorn Radio Network stations. We'll bring you Texas basketball. The Longhorns to host Mississippi Valley State at 4 o'clock at Moody Center. 3:30 pregame start time. Roger Wallace and Eddie Horn with the call on that one. So 4th down, and the Longhorns have Michael Kern out to punt. And back deep to receive it is Isaiah Satania for the Razorbacks. So it's from the Arkansas 41-yard line, and Kern will try to angle for the corner. He's put 7 inside the 20-yard line. This one looks like it'll go that way as well. A couple of Longhorns down there to bounce, and they can't get it. Well, it went right in between Ryan Niblett and Warren Roberson, and it was right there, but it took a quick hop, and they couldn't react quick enough. So the punt winds up being 41 yards, but just a 21-yard net, since it'll come out to the 20-yard line on the touchback.
Yeah, it's one of those scenarios where you're there, you're waiting on it. If it just takes one bounce up in the air, they have a chance to do it, but it had that quick hop forward, got in between them, split them.
So Arkansas will operate from its own 20-yard line from the left hash. They'll send 2 receivers, Andrew Armstrong and Isaiah Satania out left. Rashad Dominions, the running back. He's offset to the left side of the quarterback, Taylon Green. 1st down and 10, shotgun snap back to Green, looks to throw, pressure coming, he is sacked. Longhorns on him again. Trey Moore, also Colin Simmons with the pressure. It's a loss of 7.
Well, you talked about it in the pregame. Texas goes with a dime package, 6 defensive backs in the game, and everybody covered. Green looked up and didn't know where to go with the football because all receivers had a Longhorn on them.
Longhorns took their 2nd time out, and we'll take it as well. 1:46 remaining in the half. It's 10-0 Longhorns here on the Longhorn Radio Network from Learfield.
This is your captain. We are going to be experiencing some slight turbulence. Please fasten your... Oh, hold on. Just got a video of my cat.
Imagine the pilot of an airplane was as confident as you are texting and driving. Seems kind of crazy when you put it like that.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Comes to a gun suicide attempt, all it takes is a moment.
Heather and I had an argument just like any other couple. I was lost. I had snapped. I had a gun and I was going to take my own life. Heather helped me realize that there was still a life to live for the better of myself, my family. My weapon is now safely put away.
A moment of crisis can happen to anyone. Store your guns, locked, unloaded, and away from ammo. Hear more safe stories at endfamilyfire.org. Brought to you by Brady and the Ad Council.
Longhorns use a second timeout after that loss of 7 on the sack of Talon Green. And excellent move by Trey Moore and by Colin Simmons to team up on the tackle. Will Matthews, you had a chance to visit with Trey Moore this week. I know you had a lot of fun visiting with the Longhorn players there. How about what Trey had to say to you?
Yeah, I got to sit down with Trey Moore this week, and you could just see the confidence and humility that this young man has. I asked him about how moving from UTSA and coming to the University of Texas and how stats and how they haven't been there this year. And he looks at me and just says, I'm not worried about any of that stuff. Only thing I'm worried about is my faith and giving everything I have for this team. To watch that guy continue over the last couple of weeks, get the stats that I feel he deserves, is a really good guy.
Yeah, he just got one there and a big one there, because now it's at that interesting point here, Keith. You know, Arkansas has all 3 timeouts. The Longhorns have 1 timeout left. The Longhorns can get a negative play again. They probably use the last one if Sam Pittman has decided to just go ahead and take it into the locker room knowing they get the football to start the second half. He may turn and hand it off. However, if he puts it through the air and the Longhorns force incompletions, that preserves a timeout.
Oh, it sure does.
Gives them a chance to get the ball back.
You're starting to pickle there. You look at it, you want to get the first down, you want to try to get some points, but on the other side, if you do get that incomplete pass, that allows that last timeout on 3rd down. If you get it stopped, it saves a lot of time on that clock. So you're in a pickle a little bit when you're an offensive coordinator or a play caller here.
Ball is on the 13-yard line where it'll be 2nd down and 17 for Arkansas. Rashad Dubinion will be the Arkansas running back. They've rotated Dubinion, Rodney Hill, and Jaquindon Jackson here in the first half. Longhorns have Barron Sorrell and Trey Moore on the edge, along with Colin Simmons and Vernon Broughton. The linebacker, Anthony Hill, there, and they actually go kind of at a 4-1-6 look now with Hill there, because Simmons is an extra, almost lines up as a linebacker here on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Green, takes off to run, and is able to bound forward. Looked like he'd be dropped for a loss. He was able to regain the 18-yard line. Vernon Broughton and Barron Sorrell brought him down. It's a 5-yard pickup, and the Longhorns take their final timeout with 1:40 remaining in the half, because it's 3rd down and 12.
Final of the half, 30-second timeout.
And Green made that decision, Keith, to take off really quickly in the play.
I think it's a quarterback draw. I mean, I think it was designed that way for him to try to spread everybody out and go to the run. And what an unusual alignment. You referenced it earlier. 4 defensive linemen, 1 linebacker, and 6 defensive backs, and everybody is playing. They're playing man zone with that. And how they do that is they bring up everybody in basically press coverage on every receiver, and you have 2 guys back deep in the secondary that are playing zone, playing halves.
Now it looks like they'll go with a little more. Well, they're going to line up Colin Simmons pretty much like a linebacker. The down linemen are Trey Moore and also Alfred Collins and Barron Sorrell. So that's 3 down linemen. But Colin Simmons, an edge rusher, lines up almost as a linebacker along with Anthony Hill, and then the 6 DBs. The corners are Gavin Holmes and Manny Muhammad. Johnny Barron kind of in a safety spot back there along with Jelani McDonald and Michael Tapp. 3rd down, back to pass. It'll be a screen and then a missed tackle, but the Longhorns will come away with it. Boy, Colin Simmons comes up on Rashad Dubinion to make the tackle. There was one effort to try to get him by Manny Muhammad. He missed on it. It was a 6-yard gain, but now it's 4th down. The clock will run as the Longhorns are out of timeouts, and the Razorbacks will take their time before punting here.
Yeah, I would think that you would take the clock down all the way and maybe even use one of your timeouts before you punt the football.
They could certainly get it inside a minute before having to kick if they so choose. And Devin Bale stands back at the 10-yard line. And Silas Bolden waiting to kick inside the Texas 35. There's the snap. The kick is away. It's skyscraper high. And Bolden tells him to get away from it. Takes a huge Arkansas bounce, however, rolls inside the 20 and down to the 17-yard line. Well,
Bolden was hit. There was contact. A Razorback made contact with him, and he comes off a little slowly. He couldn't get to the ball to field it.
Yeah, the ball wasn't close enough for them for the officials to throw the flag on that contact, unfortunately. It was a 58-yard punt with no return. Longhorns have it on their own 17-yard line with 46 seconds remaining in the half. So we'll see if they have something they can try to get downfield again and get a score before the half, since Arkansas will get the ball to start in the second half. On 1st and 10, Jaden Blue will be the running back. They'll have two receivers out left, wide left. Matt Golden is on the short side of the field, split right. Silas Bolden and Isaiah Bond each are split wide left. Now Bolden shifts in motion. On 1st down, shotgun snap back to yours. Quinn looks, throws to Gunnar Helm, a catch, and he steps out of bounds. I think at the 21. No, they'll mark him out at the 20, so it's only a gain of 3 yards. 41 seconds remaining in the half, and it's 2nd down and 7. Golden, again on the short side, is split right. Isaiah Bond wide left, Silas Bolden in a slot left. Now Bond and Bolden will shift into a single file look on that open side of the formation. From the right hash of the Texas 20. Jaden Blue, the running back, 2nd down, shotgun snap back to Ewers. Quinn with some pressure, rolls to his left, looking, still looking, and now he'll run upfield and steps out of bounds around the 24-yard line, a gain of 4. Beneko Slaughter forced him out of bounds. 32 seconds remaining in the half, and it's 3rd down and 3 for Texas.
Now running to his left, he really couldn't, and had so much pressure. He never could set his feet to try to deliver the football. Better to just run out of bounds and stop the clock.
Longhorns did not convert any of their first 5 third downs, converted back-to-back third downs on the last drive, but then didn't on the one after that. So they're 2 of 8 in the third down department. They line up 3 receivers in a triangle to the right on 3rd down and 3 of the Texas 24. Shotgun snap to Ewers. Looking, still looking, pressure coming. He's going to be sacked. And Landon Jackson got him. Quinn could not get the pass off in time. It's a loss of 3, and Arkansas uses a timeout with 26 seconds remaining in the half. So it'll be 4th down at the 20-yard line.
You know, that clock has got to go off at times in your head. He held that ball a long time in the pocket. Just great coverage and really had nowhere to go with it. If you throw an incompletion, that stops the clock. You're better off just wrapping up and going down and forcing Razorbacks to call timeout here.
Well, now the ball is at the 20-yard line. And it'll be 4th down and 7 for Texas from the 20. And so Michael Kern will punt. And Isaiah Satania back deep to receive it. Kern, this will be his 5th punt of this first half. He's averaged 39 yards per kick. Kern with the snap. Pressure coming. The kick is away, and it's a good kick as he kicks away from Satania. He runs under it, hit as he makes the catch, and they're going to throw a flag. I think it's going to be on Ryan Niblett. He caught it, and then he got hit. It's a 42-yard punt, but this is going to put Arkansas on the plus side of the 50 if it's indeed a 15-yard kick-catch interference. The officials are going to talk about this. I thought he caught it and then got hit. But they're discussing. Here comes the call, and it's...
There's no foul for kick-catching interference. The players will block into the receiver. 1st down.
And that's it. Niblett was blocked into Satania, and that's why.
That's a huge break.
Yep. Arkansas will have it on the 38-yard line here with 19 seconds remaining in a half. The Razorbacks have 2 timeouts left. So the ball at the Arkansas 38-yard line. Again, Arkansas is going to get the ball to start the second half. Longhorns line up, 4 down linemen. Davinian at back. On 1st down, Longhorns are going to get another sack. And coming through to get him, Jade Barron. What a half he has had. Loss of 6, and the Razorbacks are going to let the time expire, and that's going to do it for the first half. Defense has carried the day for Texas so far. We're at the end of the first half here in Fayetteville with a score of the Texas Longhorns 10 and the Arkansas Razorbacks nothing. Coming up, Mike Coulter in the Longhorn Radio Network studios with a look around the Southeastern Conference, the top 25, the national scene, and more. We'll have highlights, stats, all coming up here at the half when Longhorn football continues in a moment.
Time for a refill. Get your watch party restocked at Twin Liquors. Bourbon, tequila, Tito's. We have it all. Pick up a twin deal and save 10% on identical bottles. Or find a new favorite with our deals of the week. Order online for curbside or delivery. TwinLiquors.com. Please drink responsibly.
Cheers to a great day and this ice-cold Corona.
You know what would make this day even better? My grandma's carne asada.
Or your grandma here with us, making carne asada.
She does love a cold Corona.
Throw in some dancing.
We can watch the game.
I'll drink to that.
So a backyard concert with football, food, dancing, and Corona?
And your grandma.
Or we could keep it simple.
Simple is good. Want a Corona?
Thanks. Salud to the perfect day.
Corona, la vida más fina. Get your Corona at ordercorona.com. Relax responsibly. Corona Extra Beer, imported by Crown Import, Chicago, Illinois.
As Texans, we have many reasons to be proud of the Lone Star State. Showing our pride by saying, don't mess with Texas, means we gotta step up, walk the walk, do our part to keep Texas clean. Because after all these years, all the roads we travel, and all of our traditions, for all us Texans, don't mess with Texas means don't litter. Brought to you by the Texas Department of Transportation.
You can actually do well by doing good. I'm Jim Springfield, president of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas. Texas is an independently spirited state. That gives Blue Cross the ability to provide unique services for the unique needs of Texans. I think letting that feed into the products and services we offer is culturally appropriate. You can have the assurance that we're going to continue to be progressive when it comes to meeting Texans' health needs.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
It's halftime on the Longhorn Radio Network. Now let's head to the Learfield Network studios.
The Longhorns twice take advantage of short fields following an interception and a shanked Razorback punt as Texas leads Arkansas 10-0 at the break. So far, a much better showing than the last time the Longhorns were in Fayetteville, though I'd imagine Coach Sark and company would like to see his offense put some more points on the board. The defense, however, has been stellar with the shutout thus far. Coming up on the halftime report, we'll take a closer look back at the first 30 minutes of play. I'll catch you up to date on scores from both the SEC and across the nation, and Craig's got all your first half numbers. It's halftime, and Texas is on top of Arkansas, 10-0. Our halftime coverage continues after this timeout on the Longhorn Radio Network from Learfield.
You say you never give in to a meltdown and never fill your feed with kid photos. You say you'd never put a pacifier in your mouth to clean it and never let them run wild through the grocery store. So when you say you'd never let them get into a car without you there, no, it can happen. 1 in 4 hot car deaths happen when a kid gets into an unlocked car and can't get out. Never happens. Before you leave the car, always stop, look, lock. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
I'm a pretty great multitasker. I can wash dishes and do laundry. I can roller skate while walking my dog. I can even order lunch while doing my homework. But I can't use my phone while driving. A distracted driver is one of the leading causes of death in the United States. So when it comes to driving, please, don't be a multitasker.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
All right, son. Time to put out this campfire.
Dad, we learned about this in school.
Oh, did you now? Okay. What's first?
Smokey Bear said to.
First drown it with a bucket of water, then stir it with a shovel.
Wow, you sound just like him.
Then he said.
If it's still warm, then do it again.
Where can I learn all this?
It's all on SmokeyBear.com with other wildfire prevention tips, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Welcome back to the Halftime Report. Texas in front of Arkansas in Fayetteville, 10-0 at the break. Before we take a look back at that first half of PlayStations, we owe you a chance to identify yourselves. You're listening to Texas Longhorns football from Learfield. Texas would win the coin toss, elected to receive to start the game. Quinn Ewers found Isaiah Bond for 17 yards. Then on 3rd down and 9, though, Ewers was sacked by Arkansas's Brad Spence, and the Longhorns would have to punt it away. It would be a familiar theme for both offenses in this game. Arkansas would go 3 and out on their first drive. Texas returned the favor, and end around was blown up on 3rd down, would punt it back. Arkansas, after getting a 9-yard run, set up 2nd down and 1, and Arkansas decided to take a shot deep.
2nd down and 1 from the 35. Shotgun snap, back to throw. Green looks deep, throws deep over the middle. Tip, intercepted, Jahdae Barron. He cut off the angle back behind. It went in and out of the hands of Tyrone Broden, and Jahdae Barron comes down with his 4th interception of the season. The Longhorns take over at the Texas 39.
And the Longhorns offense would go to work. Trey Weisner, a gain of 11 on 1st down. Ewers would find Silas Bolden for 17 more. Jaden Blue with nice runs of 8 and 5 yards on 1st and 10 at the Arkansas 20. Looked for a second like Ryan Wingo had a chance at a touchdown catch, but was unable to bring the catch fully in as he reached for the pylon after it got tipped at the 1-yard line. After that, though, it didn't matter as Texas, with our Old Dominion, best play of the first half.
Ewers from the shotgun, has the snap, looks right, pumps, now look at deep, got a man wide open in the end zone, easy catch, Matt Golden, touchdown Texas. There wasn't anyone within 15 yards of him, and Golden has it a 20-yard catch, Matt's 7th touchdown of the season.
Our Old Dominion best play of the half is brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to be the official freight carrier of Texas Athletics. 6 plays, 61 yards, 2:17 off the clock, made it 7-0 Texas at that point. Arkansas on 3rd down and 3 on their next possession. The pass was blown up for a loss of 1, and they would be 3 and out and would have to punt it back. Texas, Ewers sacked on 3rd down, 2nd time he had been sacked to that point today, and Texas also 3 and out would punt it back. Arkansas, Taylon Green would connect with Isaiah Satania for 25 yards up to the 50-yard line. They would get another 1st down. We're starting to threaten before the Texas defense would stiffen. First, Alfred Collins with a sack for a loss of 12 yards. Colin Simmons and a host of others a loss of 10 more a few plays later. So 4th down and 32, and a shanked punt for Arkansas would only go 8 yards, set up Texas at the Arkansas 48-yard line. On 3rd down and 8, Ewers will find Bolden for 7. On 4th and 1, Jarrett Gibson got the 2 yards needed for a 1st down. 2nd and 14 after a penalty. They ran a screen to Gunnar Helm, which would gain 17, but could not advance it much further. Texas would settle for a 39-yard Burt Auburn field goal, making it 10-0. 11 plays, 27 yards, 3:45 off the clock. Arkansas would get 2 1st downs, primarily on the ground on their next possession, but a holding call would ultimately stall the drive. Devin Bale's punt, much better effort from him this time, 44 yards, as Silas Bolden ran it back 12 yards to the Texas 14. Ewers would hook up with Bond for 10, Helm for 12 more, then Bolden for 8. An encroachment on Arkansas set Texas up at the Hogs 46. They would get as far as the 29-yard line, but unfortunately losses of 8 and 4 on the next 2 plays gave Texas 4th down and 16 and no choice but to punt, having lost those 12 yards. Arkansas, Green was sacked by Trey Moore. On their next possession, they would run it twice, content to try to run some clock. The Razorbacks, of course, get the ball to start the second half. And then Arkansas, after being sacked, or Texas rather, Ewers was sacked on third down and would punt it back to Arkansas, a sack on first down for them. And they basically said, let's get to halftime with Texas in front 10-0. Coming up on the halftime report, I'll get you up to date on some scores, and that comes your way after this timeout as Longhorn football continues in a moment.
At Cadence Bank, we're here for all 4 quarters and overtime in your financial journey. Whether you're investing for the future, saving for a dream home, starting a business, or just needing to tackle life's financial challenges, we have the teammates, tools, and game plan to help you win. Experience a financial partner that comes in clutch. Visit cadencebank.com to learn more. Cadence Bank. Your team, your cadence. Member FDIC.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Texas Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
Enjoy the ultimate barbecue experience this holiday season with a Texas Monthly Barbecue Club membership. Members get exclusive benefits all year round, including special perks at the TM Barbecue Fest, exclusive online content, 12 issues of the Texas Monthly Digital Edition, a fan-favorite barbecue freak hat, and much more. For a limited time, enjoy a $10 discount on your membership. Don't miss out, treat yourself, or give the gift that keeps on giving this holiday season. Visit TexasMonthly.com/holiday promo to learn more.
At St. David's Healthcare, we talk a lot about being the best. It's not just talk. We show it through innovation, hard work, heart, and of course, victories. St. David's Healthcare is proud to be an official healthcare provider of Texas Athletics. And as UT Athletic Director Chris Del Conte would say,
the best is here, and together we are changing the world. Hook 'em.
Welcome back to the halftime report. Texas in front of Arkansas 10-0. Mike Coulter back with you from the Learfield Network studios with this WinStar World Resort Studio report in the SEC. One other game, make it 2 other games now underway. Auburn in front of UL Monroe 17-0 midway through the second quarter, just under 6 minutes to go there inside Jordan-Hare Stadium. Kentucky also at home hosting Murray State out of conference. Kentucky in front 7-0 on their opening drive. A nice drive for the Wildcats to jump in front by a touchdown 4 minutes into the first quarter there. Top 25 action. The team ranked right in front of Texas. Also in action right now with number 2 Ohio State visiting Northwestern.
Howard out of the shotgun, gets the snap, hands it Judkins, going straight ahead. Judkins goes toward the goal line and into the end zone for his second touchdown of the day. Quinshon Judkins, a 1-yard TD run. And Ohio State has their first lead of the day, 13-7 over Northwestern.
A part of a 21-0 run for Ohio State in the second quarter. They just reached halftime there at Wrigley Field where they're playing this game in Chicago. Ohio State leads Northwestern 21-7. Paul Keels from Learfield with the call. Number 17, Colorado in front of Utah in Boulder, 21-6 late in the second quarter. Also in the ACC, under a minute to play until halftime in Pittsburgh. The Panthers hosting number 20 Clemson. The Tigers in front right now, 14-7, and Clemson is threatening near midfield. Halftime in the American Athletic Conference. Number 25 Tulane, a 14-0 lead in Annapolis over Navy. Again at halftime, Texas leads Arkansas. It's 10-0 Longhorns. Craig's got your first half numbers after this timeout on the Longhorn Radio Network from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and I dedicate a lot of my time going fast. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently or having trouble with routine tasks. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services and access available treatments. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Most of us like to be out in the sun. That's why sunscreen and other safety measures are key to protecting your skin from aging and cancer. The FDA recommends using a sunscreen with an SPF of 15 or higher. Also, look for broad spectrum on the label. That means both harmful ultraviolet A and B rays are blocked. Remember, SPF plus broad spectrum equal healthy fun in the sun. Visit www.fda.gov/sunscreen for more information. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
How's business?
Good. Are you up to speed with the new beneficial ownership reporting requirements?
Sort of. What's it about?
It's a new initiative to help fight crimes like money laundering, fraud, and drug trafficking. A lot of small businesses like ours just have to report some basic info to the federal government about the real people behind them.
Reporting your company's beneficial ownership information is quick, secure, and free, and it helps protect U.S. national security. Learn more at fincen.gov/BOI.
This is McGruff the Crime Dog, and I need you to help me take a bite out of crime. Another teenager, victim to fake pills bought from social media. This doesn't seem like a drug deal, but it definitely is. Should buying prescription pills be that easy? Many fake pills contain fentanyl, and an amount small enough to fit on the tip of a pencil can be lethal. So listen, before buying pills from social media, think again. Learn more at mcgruffpsa.org and go for real. Brought to you by USPTO and the National Crime Prevention Council.
We get ready for the start of the second half, and Texas has a 10-0 lead over Arkansas. Look at the first half numbers in this one for the Longhorns. 158 yards total offense, not a great deal, but the defense really clamping down on the Hogs as they had less than half that total, 74 yards of offense for the Razorbacks, 58 through the air, 16 on the ground. Longhorns had 100 passing yards and 58 rushing yards. They had 11 first downs to 4 for Arkansas, 1 penalty for holding against Texas, 2 penalties for 15 yards for Arkansas. Longhorns 2 of 9 on third down. Razorbacks are 1 of 6. Longhorns ran 42 plays in the first half to just 26 for the Razorbacks, and this one, the time of possession favored Texas by about 4 minutes. Individually for Arkansas, Taylor Green 7 of 11 for 58 yards and an interception. And for Arkansas, their leading ground gainer was Rashad DeBinion, who carried it 3 times for 18 yards. And Satania, the leading pass catcher, Isaiah Satania, 2 for 24. For the Longhorns, Quinn Ewers 15 of 23, 100 yards and a touchdown. Jane Blue, leading ground gainer, 7 carries, 32 yards. Trey Weissner, 6 for 29 yards as well. And leading pass catchers would be Silas Bowman, 3 for 33 yards. Gunnar Helm, 3 for 32, and Isaiah Bond, 3 for 28. Longhorns with the lead, 10-0 in the second half of today's game. Coming up from Fayetteville when Longhorn football continues in a moment.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Ho ho! Welcome to the Make It Jingle with Kris Kringle podcast. Today we're talking to Jan from Toyota, all about Toyota thoughts.
Hi!
So, Jan, got any red Tacomas?
Yeah, we have a great selection of vehicles, including Tacomas.
After my big job, I'm taking the missus down to Florida to go surfing.
Did you say Florida? Can the elves and I go too?
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 2nd. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 6th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Every Texas tailgate has food, but when you bring Hellman's to your tailgate, the buffalo chicken dip makes the Longhorns drool. That pimento cheese dip isn't just tasty, it's legendary. And the burgers? Those are the tailgate MVPs. With a squeeze of creamy, delicious Hellman's, every bite is a taste touchdown. Hellman's, official mayonnaise of Texas athletics.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by the University of Texas. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the University of Texas and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the University of Texas.
Teams are on the field getting ready for the start of the second half. Craig Way, Keith Moreland, and Will Matthews with you. A reminder for many of our Longhorn Radio Network affiliates from Learfield, will bring you the basketball game. 3:30 airtime, 4 o'clock kick, as Texas will host Mississippi Valley State. And Roger Wallace will call that one. That's why we're glad to have Keith Moreland join us today for this football matchup. Roger will be joined by Eddie Orrin for the call of that. Again, 3:30 airtime, 4 o'clock tip-off from Moody Center on many of these same Longhorn Radio Network affiliate stations. Longhorns will kick off from our right to left, south to north. Will Matthews, let me ask you, what do Longhorns need to do to get a little more consistency going in the offense game? The defense looks fabulous in this first half.
Yeah, the defense really has looked fabulous. And on the offensive side, really, there's been a couple of drops and a couple of bad throws by Quinn and a couple of sacks. But outside of that, outside of executing on third down, the guys have played relatively well. I think what they need to do is the big play. They need the guy to put on, Quinn, of course, to put on that cape and get ready to make something big happen. Looking for Isaiah Bond and maybe Ryan Wingo to do something huge.
All right, here we go. Second half. Longhorns to kick off from our right to our left, from south to north. And here comes the kick from Will Stone. Jordan Anthony back deep to receive it for Arkansas. The left foot of Stone into it. Second half underway, and this one will be fielded a yard deep, and Anthony will bring it out to the 10, and that's a mistake. He'll go down at the 14-yard line. Longhorns great downfield coverage. Malik Muhammad was right there. Mandy got on him to limit the return.
Yeah, the coverage today on the special teams has been outstanding for Texas. This is the second time kick has backed them up. They try to reverse on one of the kickoffs in the first half. They're going to be down at the 14-yard line.
So the Razorbacks will scrimmage from their own 14. They'll have two receivers out wide right, one on the short side of the field, split left. First down and 10, Rashad Dominion, the running back, rolling this great. Now Green looks to take it upfield. The Longhorns are ready for him. They'll limit the gain to a couple. I think it was Bill Moore who was right in the middle. Alfred Collins, actually, along with Michael Taft, who limited the game. Arkansas trying to move quickly now. It is second down and 8 from the Hog 16. Green out of the gun. Rashad Dominion offset to his right. Two receivers out wide right, one on the short side, split left. And off play action. Green looks to throw, sends it out to left, ball caught, but that's right at the line of scrimmage. Caught by the tight end Luke Haas, who was immediately tackled by Jalen Gilbo. And no more than a yard on that.
Gilbo did a nice job coming in and cutting the pins out from under him right as he turned after catching the ball. You can tell Green is feeling this pressure. He's getting it out of his hands in a hurry.
Third down and 7 for Arkansas from the Razorbacks 17-yard line. They have three receivers out wide left, one on the short side of the field, split right. Dominion, the running back, offset to the left side of Taylon Green. Green from the gun, has the snap on third down. Here comes the pressure. He's able to get rid of it, and it is enough for the first down. The catch made by Tesla, who caught it right in front. And Tesla caught it right in front of Jahdae Barron. They needed 7. They got 7. First down for Arkansas. So it's at the 24-yard line, only their 5th first down of this football game. So first and 10 for the Razorbacks. Tesla knew where he had to get to the mark. He was able to get right to it. Ball is on the right hash. Two receivers out wide left. Tesla in a slot on the short side, split to the right. And out of the shotgun, Taylon Green to take the snap. Has it, and a quick toss, and Dominion was able to shake off a couple of tackles, but he's still going to lose yardage. Anthony Hill, Barron Sorrell wrapping him up. Looked like he would be dropped for about a 5 or 6 yard loss. Michael Taft couldn't finish him off there. He able to scrape off a Taft. Then Leonga Lafau slowed it down, and the other two guys finished the job.
Taft had a shot at him in the backfield, and he spun out of that, able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, he lost just a little under a half a yard, so it's second down and 10, realistically. And Green out of the gun. Blitz look for the Longhorns. Green back to throw. Looking, pressure coming. Scrambles. Anthony Hill gets it. He throws it. Got rid of it, actually. And the ball was caught. I thought he might have been down before he released the football. The ball was caught by Dominion. back to the 17-yard line. So it'll bring up third down.
I don't know how he got out of his hands before his knee went to the ground to the outside. His heel had him, and
he rolled over him. That's why
he
wasn't
never got
on the
to
ground. Yep, he rolled over Anthony Hill. So back to the line of scrimmage after all was said and done, and now third down and 17 from the 17. Shotgun snap, back to throw, and Colin Simmons hits him. Brings him down. It's another sack for the freshman. Colin Simmons bulldozes Taylon Green to drop him all the way back to the 9-yard line. That'll be a loss of 8.
Third down has been a problem. Only 2 conversions the entire ball game for Arkansas, and Texas just heats him up that time. That's a bull rush is what that was right there.
Fourth down, and to punt it will be Devin Bale, who in the first half was able to have some really good punts for them, and he had one 8-yard punt, so the average is a total of 38. Here's the snap. Kick is away. It is sky high. It's not especially deep. Fair catch called for and made by Silas Bolden. Well, I'll tell you what, as Bolden caught that, he could find out exactly what brand of chewing gum the defender for the Razorbacks had. That was Cameron Ball was down there. He was right in his chops. But the catch was made after the punt. The Longhorns, after a 42-yard punt, will take over on their own 49-yard line. So first down and 10 for Texas. They get a stop, gave up 1 first down, and then improved their field position after driving the Hogs back. From the Texas 49, handoff, Weisner, a yard to midfield, nothing more than that. Let's go down to the sidelines to Will Matthews.
Yeah, and just getting to know Colin Simmons. I mean, throughout this year, every interaction with him, at the end of the interaction, all he talks about is, let's get better. I want to be the best. And just watching him do the thing, watching the young man eat, I love it. Yum, yum.
Yeah, he's off to a good start. Second down and 9, the ball at the 50. And a little trouble on the mesh, and yet Weisner able to break through inside the 45, down to the 44-yard line. It looked like they were going to stumble and call it the 43. It's a gain of 7, and it brings up third down. Larry Worth on the tackle. 3rd and 2 at the Arkansas 43. And Ewers out of an empty set. Now Weisner shifts back toward the backfield and lines up offset to the left side of Quinn. 2 receivers tight with the formation on the right, 2 more tight left. On third down, Ewers with the snap and looks to throw. Swings it out left side, Weisner wide open down the sideline. Trey to the 30, Trey to the 20, Trey to the 15-yard line, and Weisner forced out of bounds at the 13-yard line. What a catch and run by Trey Weisner, and the Longhorns pick up 30 on that.
It's just really nice design. They bring everybody in tight. It's 3rd and short. He's slipping back across out of the tailback position after the play action. Nobody there.
Jaden Blue now the running back offset to the right side of Quinn Ewers. 1st and 10 of the Arkansas 13-yard line. Clock moving, 9:50 to go third quarter with Texas leading 10-0. On first down, handoff, Blue off right guard inside the 10 and down to the 9-yard line. A gain of 4 for Jaden. Tackle made by Cameron Ball. So it's second down and 6 of the Arkansas 9. Longhorns quickly to the line now with Isaiah Bond out wide left. On second down, handoff again to the right side. Now Blue in some trouble, and this is going to be a yard loss back to the 10. Miguel Mitchell went on the tackle for the Razorbacks. The hole just closed really quickly.
Yeah, and when he did, was going to try to bounce it to the outside, but when it closed so quickly, he had no chance to make a move. It's a big play here. You would love to come away with 6 here.
Juan Davis checks out. Extra wide receiver Silas Bolden checks in. It's 3rd down and 6 at the Arkansas 10-yard line. Ewers from the shotgun. Jaden Blue offset to his right. Isaiah Bond out wide left. To the slot left, Silas Bolden. 2 receivers. Matt Goldman, the tight end. Gunnar Helm on the short side, split right. Shotgun snap. Ewers over the middle for Gunnar Helm. He can't complete it. It was a quick throw with a blitz coming, and he couldn't hold it. And it brings up 4th down.
He's trying to get that slant, and that move is just out in front of him. Couldn't get his hand on it. Now Texas 3 for 11 on 3rd down in the game. Both these defenses have been really good on third down.
Bert Auburn back on to try a field goal. This will be a 28-yard try. And Auburn is hit earlier from 39. In the 20 to 29-yard range, Bert, a perfect 3 for 3. From the right hash, out of the hold of Michael Kernan, the snap from Lance St. Louis, and movement in the line is going to cost Texas 5. So it'll instead be a 28-yard, it'll be a 33-yarder, I believe. Wait for the indication.
False start. Offense number 52. 5-yard penalty. 4th down.
And on DJ Campbell, so it'll move back 5 yards. It's still obviously well within Bert Auburn's range.
Auburn went ahead and kicked the football. That's a smart move. Sort of get one under your belt.
This will be a 33-yarder. Bert in the first half connected from 39 yards out. 33-yard try for the senior Bert Auburn. Good snap and hold. Bert's kick on the way, and Auburn's kick is good. Bert 2 for 2 this afternoon, and the Longhorns add to the lead. 8:36 remaining in the third quarter. It's now Texas 13 and Arkansas nothing. Longhorn football continues in a moment.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
At Cadence Bank, we're here for all 4 quarters and overtime in your financial journey. Whether you're investing for the future, saving for a dream home, starting a business, or just needing to tackle life's financial challenges, we have the teammates, tools, and game plan to help you win. Experience a financial partner that comes in clutch. Visit cadencebank.com to learn more. Cadence Bank. Your team, your cadence. Member FDIC.
Texas adds 3 more points on a Bert Auburn field goal. The Longhorns now lead Arkansas 13-0 as we pause 10 seconds for station identification. Live from the hills of northwest Arkansas, you're listening to Texas Longhorn football from Learfield. Following the Arkansas punt, Texas moves at 36 yards in 7 plays, taking 2:37 off the clock. Bert Auburn, who had not attempted a field goal between 30 and 40 this season, is now 2 for 2 in that distance range today. He has a 39-yarder and a 33-yarder when the Longhorns lead it by a score of 13-0. Will Matthews, I wanted to get back to you. I know you were trying to find out a little more about DeAndre Moore's situation.
Yeah, during halftime, he came out earlier than the team. He did some drills, went through the drills with some trainers, and working definitely on a lower leg injury. Still on the sideline. We haven't seen him yet. Wishing him the best of the luck. That might be the difference there.
All right, thanks very much. Well, the Longhorns have been tremendous, as we know here defensively in this contest. Arkansas has a grand total of 69 yards of offense nearly midway through the third quarter, and that includes -9 here in the second half. They were at 78 yards all the way through, so they're at 69 yards, 59 to the air and 10 on the ground. Longhorns right at the 200-yard mark of offense. Wanting more than the field goals, but obviously it's now a lead of 2 touchdowns on the Razorbacks.
Well, it's yeah, you got to have more points than that. But the important part is defense has been playing well. Kicking, coverage, and special teams has been outstanding.
So the kickoff to come from Will Stone. Jordan Anthony elected to return the last one and was tackled at the 14-yard line. Let's see what happens here. Here's Stone's kick. This one will bounce at the 5 and then go into the end zone for a touchback. It went in between 2 Razorbacks, so it'll be a touchback and come out to the 25-yard line.
A little bit of confusion there, Craig, on who wanted to fill the ball that time. It came down at about the 5-yard line, and They just let it bounce and it got into the end zone.
So the Razorbacks go back to work. Bill Norton, Jermaine Lole, and Colin Simmons comprise the down linemen for Texas. The linebacking core for the Longhorns. Also, I should point out that Ethan Burke is on that defensive front, a 4 down lineman. Leonga Lafau, Anthony Hill at the linebackers. First down and 10, Arkansas in the pistol. Taylon Green to take the snap, has it, turns, and will keep it himself. He got away from Ethan Burke, but really can't do an awful lot with it. He is able to pick up 3, maybe 4 yards. Lafau wraps him up. We'll see how they spot this. As they zeroed in on him, and you can call it just, it's barely over 3 yards on the play, and it's second down, and either a short 7 or a long 6, however you choose to define it. Jaquindon Jackson in at running back now. Out of the pistol, Green to take the snap on second down. Looking over the Longhorn defense, Green has the snap, turns, and hands it, and then surging forward is Jaquindon Jackson. Boy, he hits hard on that first thing. Ethan Burke stood him up, but it is short of the first down, but only by a yard. It's a gain of 5, and it is now third down. Ball is right at the 39-yard line, so the Razorbacks need only 1 for the first. So Arkansas, which is 2 of 8 in the third down department, faces a third down and a yard needed from the Hogs' 34-yard line, from the 34. It's a handoff, Jackson, and he surges and leans forward. He's got enough for the first down. Picked up a couple, and Arkansas won't be able to move the chains on the ground here.
Well, just got a good push up front. Contact was right at the line to gain, and able to fall forward to gain a couple more yards. Wholesale changes on both sides here.
And that's the 6th first down of the ball game for the Razorbacks. Call it the Arkansas 37-yard line. First down and 10 for the Hogs. Here with 7 minutes remaining third quarter, and Texas in front 13-0. Shotgun snap, the Taylon Green throws left, ball knocked away by Jahdae Barron. And he knocked him up, but there's a flag thrown by the back judge. They might have gotten Jahdae for pass interference. He thought he had a clean play on the ball against Jordan Anthony, and the officials are discussing it. Jahdae closed quickly and knocked the ball away. Let's see what they say. They're still talking about it.
Long conversation here. Coach Sark is good 5 steps, 6 steps out on the field looking at this.
Yeah.
They're going to pick this up, I think.
I think they are. And that's going to make the Razorback fans unhappy.
Defensive pass interference, second down.
Jahdae's having himself a day. Interception, sack, passes broken up. Second and 10 from the Arkansas 37-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Green with the snap, back to throw, flings up the right boundary, and the ball's caught. That's a first down inside the Texas 40. Andrew Armstrong over the top of the coverage of Kobe Black pulls it down at the Texas 37-yard line. That's a gain of 26 yards. They'll actually mark it at the 38-yard line. But it's a first down for Arkansas. Now the Razorbacks move quickly to the line of scrimmage. From the Texas 38, Green to the air again. Pass is caught. Same spot. Armstrong against Black as they go after the youngster, and that's going to gain 6 to the 32. Second down, Manny Muhammad had to come over and help out on that. Kobe Black checks out now. Ethan Burke, Colin Simmons off the field. Trey Moore, Barron Sorrell return to the defensive front for Texas. Barron and Muhammad are the corners for the Longhorns now. On second down and 4 at the Longhorn 32-yard line. Out of the pistol. Green turns, hands it to Jaquindon Jackson, pulls it back out, has it himself, turns the corner, gets away from Jelani McDonald, inside the 25, and he's got a first down. Michael Taft made the tackle. He was able to turn the corner to just quickly enough to get away from Jelani McDonald. It's a gain of 9 yards and a first down for Arkansas.
Well, he shows you that quickness right there. He's meshed, held a long time, and then he just busted out of it, got the corner.
Deepest penetration for the Razorbacks this afternoon. First down and 10 at the Longhorn 23. Taking down to 5.5 to go in the third quarter. Jackson, the running back, shotgun snap, back to throw. It's a pass, too much way on it. Intended for Andrew Armstrong. McDonald had the coverage there. It's incomplete.
Now the pressure up the middle. He really couldn't step into the throw, Craig, and because of that, it sailed. It short-legged it because he couldn't follow through with it because of the inside pressure.
Second down and 10. at the Texas 23-yard line. 5:27 to go third quarter. Longhorns in front, 13-0. Arkansas's best drive of the day so far. Out of the pistol, Taylor Green has the snap, turns, hands it to Jaquindon Jackson, left side, broken tackle. Inside the 15, Johnny Barron forces him out of bounds, but it's a first down at the 11. 12-yard gain for Jaquindon Jackson. Once he got past that initial surge, he was hard to bring down, got away from Michael Tapp, and then finally Barron forced him out of bounds. 1st and 10 at the Longhorn 11-yard line. So out of the pistol, Green to take the snap. On first down from the left hash of the Texas 11-yard line. Taylor Green has it, turns, and keeps it himself inside the 10 and down to the 5-yard line. Michael Taft, Vernon Broughton on the tackle with 6 more yards as Arkansas has been able to move the ball on the ground on this drive.
Does a nice job pulling it out. Taft gives up a little slowly, but he stays in the game.
2nd down and 4. Arkansas can pick up a first down without scoring a touchdown. It's 2nd and 4 at the Longhorn 5-yard line. Jaquindon Jackson offset to the right side of Taylor Green. 2 receivers on the short side of the field split left. 1 is wide right. On 2nd down, it is a handoff to Jackson inside the 5 to the 3. Driving forward to the 2. Boy, the Longhorns have a hard time bringing him down. After game tackle, Baron Sorrell credited with the tackle, but it took 3 white jerseys to hold him up. And it is enough for the first down. It's at the 1-yard line. It's 1st and goal. Well, this is going to get the crowd right back into this game if they punch it in from here. They have a total of 6 first downs on this drive. 1st and goal, Arkansas. They'll line up in an I formation with Green under center. Jackson is the tailback in the I. On first down, handoff to Jaquindon Jackson outside. He's in. Touchdown, Arkansas. Well, the Razorbacks with an impressive drive to get on the board for their first touchdown of the afternoon, and they're right back in this football game.
One big pass play on the drive. Really good big conversion. The rest of it basically on the ground.
Yep, and Jackson, a tough man to bring down there. And Arkansas punches it over for its first score of the ball game. They had almost as many yards on this touchdown drive as they had. In fact, they had more total yards than what they had completed in the ball game to this point. On for the extra point. The kick from Matthew Shipley is good. And with 3:39 to go in the third quarter, it's a 6-point game. Texas 13, Arkansas 7. Longhorn football continues in a moment.
Need equipment for your next job? Don't settle for the traditional rental experience. With Equipment Share, your rental arrives on time and in top condition, ready to work. From dozers to skid loaders, mini excavators, and even generators, Equipment Share has you covered. Easily reserve your gear, track your machine's performance, and manage everything through our mobile app. With Equipment Share's T3 technology, you'll get control, visibility, and peace of mind. Visit EquipmentShare.com or call 1-888-80-RENTS. Equipment Share. Rental done right.
If you love H-E-B, but don't always have the time for shopping at H-E-B, try our free curbside pickup. Let us cherry pick the produce, get selective with the seafood, choose the choicest cut beef, and gather your groceries galore. H-E-B has everything needed to bring more food, more flavor, and, well, more everything to your table at a great price, too. Download the My H-E-B app today and start shopping. Subject to availability, prices may vary from at or in-store.
Longhorn football is brought to you in part by Texas Mutual Insurance Company, keeping workers safe and communities strong. Going into that drive, Arkansas had a grand total of 69 yards of total offense through the better part of 2.5 quarters. On that march, the Razorbacks moved at 75 yards in 12 plays, taking 4:57 off the clock. And Taylor Green now 12 of 18 for 90 yards through the air and the interception as well. But Arkansas, other than the one big pass that you mentioned to Andrew Armstrong, Keith, they went to Armstrong twice when Kobe Black had the coverage on him. One, a big one of 25 yards, and another of 8. Other than that, Razorbacks did largely on the ground.
Yeah, you look at the numbers now, 54 yards on the ground. They took advantage, and boy, right back in this ball game, and this crowd right back into the game as they're calling the Hogs now. So
Texas will have the football coming out of this. And Will Matthews, Longhorns need to find some consistency on the offense to have an answer drive here to the Razorback scoring march.
They really do. The previous drive when Texas had a little bit more consistency, they were activating the run, but late in that drive, the screen game was just not working, pushing Texas back and getting Quinn out of his state of being comfortable. Texas has got to find a way to get Quinn comfortable again so that he can see the field the way that he needs to, deliver the ball, and Texas needs to do their thing to get this offense moving.
Matt Golden is back deep to receive the kickoff for the Longhorns. This is only the second time today that Devin Bale has kicked off. There was the opening kickoff, the kickoff for Matthew Shipley. So it's only the second time. I had it right the first time. It's the punter, Bale, who's handling the kickoff chores. And he had the opening kickoff, which was a touchback, and now this. So Bale, the punter, having the kickoff duties. Kyle Ramsey, the regular kickoff and field goal man, got hurt, and Matthew Shipley from Liberty Hill is handling the placements, but Bale the kickoffs. So here's the kickoff from Bale. It's very high, and this one's going to be a touchback. So the Longhorns will start from their 25-yard line. Looking to have a drive to answer the one just completed by Arkansas, which brought the Razorbacks back into this game.
I like what Will was talking about. You got to find some consistency. They get in some rhythm. Texas has just had a tough time staying in rhythm where they could go fast, get to the line of scrimmage, and it's all about getting that rhythm. And like to see it get done right now because we got a ball game right now.
With DeAndre Moore still sidelined, we're seeing more Ryan Wingo, and he's out there now wide left. Matt Golden the slot left. Isaiah Bond on the short side of the field, split right. Trey Wisner is the running back. He's offset to the right side of the quarterback, Quinn Ewers. Wingo shifts in motion from left to right, and on first down, it's a handoff to Wisner. He's wrapped up in the backfield for a loss. Xavier Sori wrapped him up, and that's going to be a loss of 2. There's been some leakage on that right side of the offensive line today.
Yeah, it just came. He leads the team in tackles. He just came from his linebacker position and was right there, nowhere to go.
Second down and 12 now. Wisner, one of the receivers, he goes wide left. There are 3 receivers out wide left. 2 on the short side, split to the right, out of an empty set from the right hash mark at the Longhorn 23. Shotgun snap back to Quinn Ewers. Looks right, still looking. Over the middle, dropped by Wingo. I think Ryan was thinking about turning it upfield, and he just flat dropped it. And it's going to bring up third down. And that's got the crowd really roaring now on third down and 12 here. So on third and 12, Jade Blue lines up as a receiver. 2 on the short side of the right, 3 wide left. For the moment, an empty set. Longhorns just 3 out of 11 on third downs today. Now Blue shifts back into the backfield. Ewers from the shotgun has the snap. Quinn back to throw. Looking. Pressure coming. And he's still on his feet. Throws. And it is caught. It is caught at the 40. Now they say incomplete. Silas Bolden had it in his hands. And it goes out of his hands incomplete. And it's fourth down.
Well, that's an unbelievable job of escaping Quentin Ewers to get out of it. For all intents and purposes, he was going to be sacked, and he gets the ball out, and he just couldn't hold on to it. It would have been a marvelous catch if he could have held on to this football.
Instead, the Longhorns have to punt. And Kern to punt. And the momentum of this game certainly is swung in favor of the Razorbacks. Here's the kick. He kicks away from, and a fair catch called for by Satania at the 35-yard line. So it's a 42-yard punt with no return. But Arkansas, for the first time since Texas wound up having to give up football, the Razorbacks take over with a chance where if they drive down and score a touchdown, they could have the lead. So a timeout here with 2:46 to go in the third quarter. It's Texas 13, and Arkansas 7 here on the Longhorn Radio Network from Learfield.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. And now a speech.
I just want to say that friendship is about heart and brain. Who's with me?
Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
And my brain is saying, when it's time to go home, somebody call me a ride.
Love that guy.
Me too.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Substance use disorder and addiction is so isolating. And so, as a Black woman in recovery, hope must be loud. It grows louder when you ask for help and you're vulnerable. It is the thread that lets you know that no matter what happens, you will be okay.
When we learn the power of hope, recovery is possible. Find out how at startwithhope.com. Brought to you by the National Council for Mental Wellbeing, Shatterproof, and the Ad Council.
Longhorn football is brought to you in part by Bud Light, proud sponsor of Texas Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. In the top third quarter, the Longhorns have had the ball twice, and they had 3 points out of it. A field goal in the first drive, but had to punt it. But in between, Arkansas with easily its most consistent drive of the day. They'd only managed 69 yards of total offense through 2.5 quarters, but had a 75-yard touchdown drive. And now, after forcing a 3-and-out, the Razorbacks will get it on their own 35-yard line with the Texas lead at only 6 points, 13-7. 2 minutes, 46 seconds remaining here in the third quarter.
And really didn't have to get to that. Arkansas struggled offensively on third down. Craig, in that last drive, they didn't get to third down very often. They were making first downs on first and second down and kept themselves ahead of the chains and took it right down the field.
Will Matthews, how about what this Longhorn defense has to step up to do here, given the fact that Arkansas ran the ball well in that last march?
Well, we spent most of our time with 5 and 6 defensive backs, which is fine, but guys like Taft have to come down really hard, especially when you got Jaquindon Jackson, who is a beast back there running the ball. Texas has got to find a way to really galvanize that secondary, have them coming downhill, take away the splash plays, but definitely continue to stay in Taylor Green's face and continually to get him on the ground. They just need to bounce back and get it going.
Longhorns will begin this defensive series with 3 down linemen. Jermaine Lole in the middle of the defensive front, flanked by Alfred Collins and Barron Sorrell. Trey Moore is out there now. And now Bill Norton will check in as Jalen Gilbo checks out. So basically, the Longhorns will line up with 4 down linemen and have Trey Moore kind of coming off the edge as an extra linebacker. So there is kind of beefing up the interior of that defensive front to be able to try to contain the run. Rashad Dubinion will be the Razorback running back. He'll line up at the pistol behind Taylor Green. First down and 10 for Arkansas from the left hash mark at the Razorback 35. On first down, they'll hand it back, this time to Dubinion, and he's able to pick up 5 yards. They're just getting a really good surge on first down. Jelani McDonald, actually Andrew Makuba and Johnny Barron had the team-up tackle.
That was counter Trey. Everybody stretch blocking to the outside. They counter it back to that way. And you're right, he had 4 yards before contact.
Norton checks out, second down. And 5 from the Arkansas 40. Back to the ground again. Dubinion again. Longhorns then are getting pushed at the 43, 44. It looks like they have the guy at the 41, and then those strong legs are pushing the Texas defense back. That's 4 more yards for Dubinion, and it's 3rd and 1.
Now they'll go jumbo package now.
They'll bring Jaquindon Jackson back on the field. 3rd down and really even less than 1 needed for the first for the Razorbacks. Inside of 2 minutes to go. Razorbacks, like we said, didn't have to do much on 3rd down on that last drive. They're 3 of 9 for the ball game. Out of the pistol, 3rd down, and they'll turn and hand it to Jackson. He has the first down, and he's up to the 49-yard line. Well, right now, there's nothing fancy about what Arkansas is doing. They're running the ball, and the Longhorns unable to stop it. That's a 5-yard carry out to the 49. The Longhorns need to get tough against the run. Vernon Broughton back on. Bill Norton checks out. Alfred Collins comes off the field. Jermaine Lole back off there. Been a lot of different combinations out there for Pete Kwiatkowski, but Arkansas has found something here on the ground here late in the 3rd quarter. Now to the air, looking to throw. Green to the air, ball caught. First down of the Texas 40. Andrew Armstrong turning inside the coverage, and Jalen Gilbo and Andy Muhammad talking to one. I think there was a mix-up on who they thought was going to have the coverage, and that's an 11-yard pickup.
Well, Armstrong works back to the football. Really nice job of working back to it.
They may review this to.
Previous play is under further review.
Yeah, they are going to review this to see if it was caught. Now, we don't have the benefit of a television monitor in our booth here and just looking to tell, and it's kind of hard to tell on the big board, looking to see if that was juggled.
I think that might be a drop.
It comes down to the thigh, and we can't see from that angle if he braced it with his thigh, which if he did, the call on the field of the catch would stand. The question is, did the ball touch the ground? The rear angle is not going to show that. It has to be a side view that would show where that ball was being tucked by Armstrong as to whether he held on to it for a first down. We get another look at it.
We don't get another look at it.
See, and that the thigh is in the way. I don't know, based on what we're seeing,
if there's enough to overturn it.
It's hard to tell from what we're seeing. Now, the officials may have different views because we don't have a working monitor in the booth here. We're only able to see what they're showing on the big board overhead. For the moment, it stands as an 11-yard pass to Andrew Armstrong, and it'd be a first down of the Texas 40-yard line here with 52 seconds remaining in the third quarter. But our referee, Steve Marlowe, still on the headset right now.
Got to get a TFL something on first down, try to get them out of this rhythm that Razorbacks have right now.
Here's the call.
After further review, the ruling on the field stands.
Yeah.
First down.
You can't tell enough to be able to see whether or not he dropped it. So it's going to stand, and the ball is at the Texas 40-yard line now. First down for Arkansas, 52 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Texas lead a precarious 6 points at 13-7. Vernon Broughton, Jermaine Lole, Ethan Burke, and Colin Simmons, the down lineman for Texas. Johnny Barron, Manny Muhammad at the corners for the Longhorns. Rashad DeBinion, the running back for the Razorbacks. On first down, handoff to DeBinion. This time Lole holds on to him. He still pushes forward for an extra yard, but still it's just a gain of 3 to the 37 and brings up second down and 7.
Stay in that mesh, still coming in, running inside the tackles. That could be the quarter.
Yep, and let's see. Arkansas is going to take it to the fourth quarter. So into the third quarter, Longhorns still have the lead, but Arkansas with the momentum right now. 3 quarters in the books from here in Fayetteville to score the Texas Longhorns 13, the Arkansas Razorbacks 7. We'll be back for the final quarter of this one when Longhorn football continues in a moment.
It's funny. No matter how well you know this land, you always seem to get lost in it. That's because it's your escape, your place to reconnect to nature and yourself. At Capital Farm Credit, we're proud to help people like you purchase recreational land where you can hunt, fish, four-wheel, or simply get lost in. To learn how we can help you secure land like this, visit CapitalFarmCredit.com. Capital Farm Credit. Together, we're better.
Rooted in orange, Texas Disposal Systems is proud to have been doing business in Austin since 1977. As the preferred sustainability services provider of Texas athletics, Texas Disposal Systems provides recycling, solid waste, and composting services for Texas athletics games as well as the Central Texas area and beyond. TDS's commitment to environmental sustainability fuels its desire to partner with others for a more sustainable future. Visit TexasDisposal.com to learn more. Texas Disposal Systems, noticeably different, noticeably better.
Mike Coulter back inside the Learfield Network studios with this look back at the third quarter. Texas led it 10-0 at the half. Arkansas got the ball to start the second half, would get 1 first down, but then a Longhorns tackle for lost 7 yards, and then Green was sacked by Colin Simmons on third down, and the Hogs would indeed punt it away. Texas, Weisner would get a run of 1 and then 7 on third down. Quinn Ewers connected with Weisner on a wheel route now on the near sideline, a gain of 30 yards down to the Arkansas 13-yard line. Unfortunately, Unfortunately, Texas could not punch it into the end zone from there. Would settle for a 33-yard Burt Auburn field goal, making it 13-0. 7 plays, 37 yards, 2:39 off the clock. Arkansas's next possession, 3 runs for a first down to start it. Green found Andrew Armstrong for 25 yards down to the Texas 38. Again for 6 more on the next play. Then the Hogs went to the ground game. Green with a run of 9 to the Texas 23. Jaquindon Jackson, 12-yard run. Green followed with 6 more down to the Texas 5. Jackson 2 more times from there would punch it in from a yard out. 13-7, a 12-play, 75-yard Razorback march, just under 5 minutes off the clock, 4:57 on the drive. Texas went 3 and out on their next possession and would punt it away. And Arkansas right now on their next drive, Dominion a gain of 5 and 4. Jackson got 5 on 3rd down and 1. Green just connected with Armstrong for 11 yards to the Texas 40 a few moments ago. It was reviewed. The call stood as it didn't have the right camera angle on it, and Dominion with a run of 3 as we get set to start the 4th quarter in Fayetteville. Let's send it back now inside Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium with Craig, Keith, and Will. Guys?
Mike, thanks, and we'll pause 10 seconds for station identification live from Fayetteville. This is Texas Longhorns football from Learfield. Well, the Longhorns at halftime, or at least through most of 3 quarters, had 199 yards. Since then, in that second half of the 4th quarter, minus 2 yards. Razorbacks up to 172 yards of offense. And the time of possession now favoring the Razorbacks by more than 4 minutes. The last part of the 3rd quarter, because the Longhorns had 1 short field goal drive of 2 minutes and 37 seconds, then 1 other possession. Razorbacks had it for the rest of the 3rd quarter. And now the Hogs will face a 2nd down and a long 7. The ball is at the Texas 37-yard line, moving right to left, south to north here in this final quarter. Out of the shotgun, Taylor Green has Rashad Dominion, his running back, offset to the right, and a handoff, then pulled back in is Green, and he got away. Inside the 30, he's got a first down. Colin Simmons had him that time, couldn't hold him, and he winds up picking up 11 yards before Jalen Gilbo can wrap him up. He's become a hard man to tackle.
Yeah, 6'6", strong, lean, lanky. It's just hard to get to the ground when he gets outside. Long mesh, and found that little seam and breaks a tackle.
Down to the Texas 26-yard line. 1st down and 10 for Arkansas. Out of the pistol, Dominion the running back. Green to take the snap on 1st down. Has the snap, turns, and pulls it back in himself, being chased as he goes sideways, and he'll go down for a loss. Andrew Makuba brought him down. Colton Vosick was chasing him laterally, and he winds up losing 6 yards. As I said Colton Vosick, I meant Ethan Burke, the other Westlake guy, as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, the first thing, a TFL, a tackle for loss there that really changes what you do defensively. You see Texas making some changes now.
Back to the 32-yard line. It is 2nd down and 16 for the Razorbacks. Dominion lines up in the pistol behind Taylor Green. Green with the snap. Back to throw. Pressure coming. Got rid of it to Dominion. Cuts inside of one would-be tackler. Back inside the 30. Turned it into a positive gain. He got back the 6 yards that were lost on 1st down. Andrew Makuba made the tackle. It's back at the 26 again. So it's 3rd down and 10 again for the Razorbacks.
Yeah, just dropping a little screen. Did a nice job surrounding the football. Broke 1 tackle. Huge 3rd down here.
So on 3rd down, Isaiah Satania out wide right, joined in slots on the right by Jordan Anthony and Andrew Armstrong. On the short side of the field, split left, Isaac Tesla. Quindon Jackson is the running back. He's all set to the right side of Taylor Green. 3rd down and 10 for the Hogs at the Horns 26. Green out of the gun, has the snap, blitz coming, being chased, has to get rid of it, throws it away, and it brings up 4th down. Jade bearing down on him, and Barron forced the errant throw, and Arkansas will try to settle for a field goal here.
Good defense. Get that tackle for loss. That's one of the things they didn't get in the last drive. They got it this year. They stopped the drive, and then good pass rush there.
With the injury to Kyle Ramsey, Matthew Shipley, the former Liberty Hill Panther from the greater Austin area, is in. 6'1", 198-pound senior transfer, started his collegiate career to Hawaii. He's 6 out of 8 in field goals. 0 for 2 in the 40 to 49-yard range, and this is a 44-yarder. Out of the hold of the punter, Devin Bale, the snap from Ashton No. 44-yard field goal try, and it is good. And Arkansas pulls closer now, within 3. 44-yard field goal put home by Matthew Shipley. And with 12 minutes and 48 seconds remaining in the ball game, it's now a 3-point Texas lead. It's as close as the Razorbacks have been since at the start of the ball game. It's a 13-10 Longhorn advantage.
Well, you got to do something offensively. It's been a tough second half. Haven't been able to find any rhythm. Haven't been able to get any of the running game going. But the defense does come up and finally get that big stop. It does hold them to 3. Now you got the opportunity, but you're going to need more points to win this football game.
39 yards in 10 plays, taking 4:57 off the clock. Longhorns need a drive, and preferably one ending in a touchdown, get this back to a 2-score game. So the Razorbacks to kick it off. Devin Bale to kick. He's had 2 kickoffs, and both have gone for touchbacks. The kickoff by Bale. This is a line driver. Bounces, and it'll be picked up at the 6-yard line by Silas Bolden. Takes it out of the 20, pop hard at the 25, and it goes down right there. So Longhorns will start where they would normally start for a touchback anyways. Bolden was hit. Matthew Golden. Not Bolden. It was Golden who brought it back. But the Longhorns will have to start from their own 25-yard line now. 12:41 remaining in the football game. And Texas, with its lead trimmed to 3 now, it's 13-10. Jaden Blue will be the running back. He's offset to the right side of Quinn Ewers. Now he'll line up in the pistol. Ryan Wingo is out wide right. They'll line up 2 receivers, make it 3, counting an extra tight end and Juan Davis on the short side to the left. On first down. Off play action. Ewers looking to throw. Fires over the middle. Ball caught at the 40 by Isaiah Bond. Turns it upfield, 45-yard line, and a first down. Out at the 45, a 20-yard gain right across the middle to Bond.
Nice job up front with this offensive line. They had some struggles here in this second half, but it gave Ewers a lot of times to find his secondary receiver.
1st and 10, Texas at the Longhorn 45-yard line. It's a handoff. Jaden Blue off the left side, spins forward to midfield and into Arkansas territory. He'll take it down to the Razorback 48-yard line. A 7-yard carry on first down. Steven Dix on the stop for the Hogs.
Hard running right there by Blue.
2nd down and 3. The Arkansas 48-yard line. Clock moving. Under 12 minutes to play with Texas leading 13-10. Out wide right. Isaiah Bond in the slot right. Ryan Wingo. Ewers the snap. Turns, hands it again. The Blues got the first down inside the 45 and spins down to the 42-yard line. 6 more yards for Jaden Blue. Another move of the chains and a first down for Texas at the Arkansas 42-yard line. Clock continues to roll with 11.5 to go. Silas Bolden back on the field now. Bolden will be in a slot right along with Isaiah Bond. Ryan Wingo nearest the boundary, out wide right. First down and 10. Handoff, Blue sweeps left. Cuts it inside the 35. Jaden to the 25, to the 20. 15, 10, lost the ball, but it went out of bounds. Oh, that was close. Hudson Clark, who'd been injured earlier, knocked the ball out of Jaden Blue's hands from behind, but it's a 32-yard gain. And it'll be first down Texas, the ball at the 14-yard line of Arkansas.
Blue did not see him coming, and Clark reaches in from the backside. Blue didn't know he was there and just ripped the football. Huge break for Texas, and it comes off his hip and runs out of bounds.
It goes as a 28-yard game because they marked where the ball went out at the 14. 28-yard run. Now Trey Weisner in at running back for Texas. Ball on the left hash of the Arkansas 14-yard line. On first down, Ewers the snap, turns, hands it to Weisner left side, tries to cut inside for a gain of a couple to the 12. Xavier Sori on the tackle. Under 11 minutes to play in the ball game. Texas with the ball up 3 at 13-10. 2nd down and 8 at the Arkansas 12-yard line. Extra tight end checks in. Juan Davis comes in. Silas Bolden checks out. So both Davis and Gunnar Hillman line up on the short side of the formation, tight to the left. Wide right, Ryan Wingo in the slot right, Isaiah Bond. 2nd down and 8 at the Arkansas 12. Shotgun snap back to Ewers. Looks, fires in the middle, caught by Juan Davis inside the 5, and he is right at the first down marker. Davis comes over, makes for Juan only his 7th catch of the season. It's just short of the first down, so it'll bring up 3rd down.
The first one of this drive.
So it'll be 3rd down. And now they say it's 1st down. I thought it was right at the mark, and it is. It's 1st and goal. So no 3rd down conversion needed there. 1st and goal, Texas at the Arkansas 4-yard line. Ewers out of the shotgun, has the snap, turns, hands it to Trey Weisner, straight ahead to the 2 and down to the 1-yard line. Goes Weisner. Met there and wrapped up by Kiwi Rose. It'll bring up 2nd down and goal. In fact, they're going to put the ball just inside the 2. Clock moving down to 9:20 remaining in the ball game with Texas up 13-10. 2nd and goal for Texas. The ball just outside the Arkansas 1-yard line. Ewers out of the shotgun, the snap. Quinn rolling to the right, looks to throw, and it is caught for a touchdown right by the pylon. Matt Golden, another fabulous catch in the end zone for Matt Golden, and the Longhorns go back up 2 scores.
Just a perfectly thrown ball to the outside, and you were right, Greg. That's one of the catches of the year. A hands catch, out by himself, just great coverage. It had to be in one spot, the only chance to make that play, and he hand caught it with both hands, held on to it just inside the pylon.
That's 3 straight games where Matt Golden has made an incredibly impressive catch. At Vanderbilt, in the corner of the end zone, last week in the corner against Florida, and now this afternoon. And it's his 2nd touchdown catch of the day. Auburn on for the extra point. The hold to Michael Kern and the snap from Lance St. Louis. Good snap and hold. And Auburn's extra point kick is good. This season, All-State will make a contribution to the University of Texas General Scholarship Fund for every field goal and extra point made by Texas. Thanks to All-State, you're in good hands. Great answering drive for the Longhorns when they had to have it. 75 yards and 8 plays, taking 3:36 off the clock, and did not go down to 3rd down a single time on the drive. 9:05 remaining in the ball game here in Fayetteville. It's Texas 20, Arkansas 10 on the Longhorn Radio Network from Learfield.
Put your phone on D&D, that means do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always sing with me. So put your phone on D&D, that means do not disturb when you're driving. And when you're going from point A to B, I need you to stay safe, please, so always remember this beat.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Babes, what are you doing?
What? I'm just mowing the lawn.
No, it's blazing hot and dry out here. Don't you remember? Smokey Bear says.
Avoid using power equipment when it's windy or dry.
Where'd you learn this?
Oh, it's on
SmokeyBear.com with many other wildfire prevention tips.
Right. Thanks, Honey Bear.
Because remember, only you can prevent wildfires.
Brought to you by the USDA Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
SeatGeek is now the official fan-to-fan ticket marketplace of the Texas Longhorns. Whether you're buying or selling football tickets, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek, so Longhorn fans can fan. There's only one football game left at home, and that'll be next Saturday against Kentucky. Also, volleyball against Tennessee on Thanksgiving weekend on November 27th. Certain Dreams Holidays will be at the Bass Concert Hall next Friday. Don't forget men's basketball coming up not only today, but against two-time defending national champion UConn on Sunday, December 8th at Moody, and women's basketball against Southern University coming up on December 11th at Moody. What a great drive for the Longhorns to come back to answer Will Matthews 75 yards in 8 plays, taking 3:36 off the clock.
You know, there's something special that happens when Quinn is confident and comfortable And especially when the running game is going, he doesn't have to do it all. And when Jaden Blue and Trey Wisner are getting that ball and making those things happen, even though that Blue fumbled there, definitely pulls the pressure off Quinn and allows him to be confident and comfortable. And also, if third down is your kryptonite, just don't have any third downs. Go score.
Yeah, that's an easy solution, right? Longhorns to kick it off. Texas on third downs this afternoon, just 3 of 12. Arkansas 4 of 11. Longhorns have converted their only fourth down. Texas up to 272 yards in total offense. And the Longhorns and Razorbacks a lot closer in the time of possession. Arkansas still with the edge by about a little under 3 minutes. Here's the kick by Stone, and that's going to be a touchback. So it'll come out to the 25-yard line. 9:05 to go with Texas in front, 20-10.
Well, you got that two-possession game now. Now, pin your ears back. Time has become really precious for the Razorbacks now. I don't think they can stay with their running game like they have been staying in this second half. They're going to have to open it up and put it in the air some.
Well, it'll be on the left hash at the Arkansas 25-yard line. Jordan Anthony will shift wide right. The short side of the field split left, Isaiah Satania, who will now shift in motion. The running back is Jaquindon Jackson. On first down, off play action. Green does look to throw with some time. Now the pressure's coming. Scrambles outside, and he is hit, and there's a flag down. He threw the ball, and it's looked at like it's a fumble. I think they're going to say incomplete on the pass, and then Arkansas is going to get called, I think, for holding. Barron Sorrell is wrapping his arms around Jalen Green. So this looks like it'll come out being a couple of different shades of bad for the Hogs. Here's the call. Steve Marlowe, our referee. Holding is the call against Arkansas. I don't know if Steve had his mic turned on there, but it is holding.
Is he down before the ball came out? I think that's what they're discussing, was his knee down before he threw the football.
Yeah, I know. And again, here's
holding, offense number 72. Penalties decline. Second down.
Yeah, they're going to put it down at the 20. It's a 5-yard loss. That's exactly what it was. Barron Sorrell, as our spotter Andy Way pointed out, had his arms around Jalen Green, and the knee went down at the 20. So you'd rather take second down and 15 from the 20 instead of first and 20 from the 25, or from the 15 rather. So second down and 15 from the 20-yard line. Green from the shotgun. He has the snap, back to throw, sends it over the middle. Ball caught by the tight end, and that's going to go for a good gain out to the 30-yard line by Luke Haas. Goes for 15.
Good job up front by the Arkansas offensive line, because Green had a chance. He looked 3 different directions on that 10-yard gain that time, and he looked to the right, looked to the middle, and then came back to the left to get the completion.
Yeah, it goes for 10 yards out to the 30-yard line. So now it's third down and 5. The clock moving with 8:10 to go. Longhorn defense could use a stop here. Green out of the shotgun has the snap. Looks to throw, sends it over the middle. Ball caught out over the 40, 45-yard line on the slant. Andrew Armstrong, he is Mr. Reliable. Now he's down on the field, slow to get up. And he is up. The ball is at the 50. And that one will be a first down. That's a 20-yard gain out from the 30 to the 50, a first down for Arkansas. First and 10. Razorbacks with the football. And it's a handoff to Jackson. Breaks a tackle. Has another first down inside the 40. Here they come again on the ground. Michael Tabb made the tackle, but that's an 11-yard gain.
Good seam that time. You can see Green talking to his tailback with his hands, folks. He says which side to go to out of the pistol.
Jaquindon Jackson remains the running back. He's offset to the right side of Green. First down and 10, Arkansas at the Texas 39. Shotgun snap, back to Green, looking deep, throwing downfield, too much on it, incomplete. But he had a man open. It was Isaiah Satania. Had a step. Omani Muhammad.
Yeah, a little double move. Sold the slant and go. Got it back to the outside. This ball's just overthrown.
Second down and 10 at the Texas 39-yard line with 7:01 remaining in the ball game. The Longhorns up 20-10. Let's see if Texas started to swap out and does change some personnel. Ethan Burke along the defensive front, along with Trey Moore and Alfred Collins and Colin Simmons. Second down at the Texas 39. Rashad Dubinion, the running back for the Razorbacks, back to throw. Green sends a slant inside, a screen, ball fumbled, loose, Longhorns have it! Johnny on the spot, Michael Taff on the recovery at the Texas 27-yard line. C.J. Brown had it in his hands, had it stripped from him, and Mookie Taff on the fumble recovery for Texas.
Alfred Collins comes in the big right paw, and he just slaps the football out. And his teammates are celebrating with him. The screen, it was a bubble screen to the outside, Greg, and he just came in when he was trying to make the tackle on that big right paw, knocked the football out.
Remember, it was AC who tipped both passes last week that the Longhorns picked off against Florida. Timeout. 6:55 to go. A big turnover in the ball game. Texas will have it on the 27. It's the Longhorns 20, the Arkansas Razorbacks 10. Longhorn football continues in a moment.
Fly to Philly, take off to Tampa, depart for Denver. Following your team on the road is more rewarding with the American Airlines Advantage program. Your flights and everyday spend not only earn you miles toward your next trip, but also loyalty points toward Advantage status. All the more reason to purchase both a home and away jersey. With status comes great benefits like priority boarding, free check bags, and complimentary upgrades. Not a member? Enroll for free today at AA.com. American Airlines, you are why we fly. Terms and conditions apply.
It's better over here. After investing billions to light up our network, T-Mobile is America's largest 5G network. Plus, right now, you can switch, keep your phone, and we'll pay it off up to $800. See how you can save on every plan versus Verizon and AT&T at T-Mobile.com/across America.
Up to 4 lines via virtual prepaid card. Allow 15 days. Qualifying unlocked device credit service ported 90+ states with device and eligible carrier and timely redemption required. Card has no cash access and expires in 6 months.
Mike Coulter back inside the Learfield Network studios with this WinStar World Resort Studio report. In the Southeastern Conference, Auburn still leads UL Monroe at home 24-7. Cam Coleman with a pair of touchdown catches to lead the Tigers. Just over 7 minutes remaining in the third quarter there at Jordan-Hare Stadium. Up in Lexington, Kentucky leads Murray State 17-0. Just over 3 minutes until halftime there at Kroger Field. In Tuscaloosa, number 10, Alabama hosting Mercer. Right now, the Crimson Tide doing what you would think they would do against an FCS team. It's 21-0. Crimson Tide, just over 12 minutes until halftime of that one. Ryan Williams, the talented freshman, with a touchdown rushing and another receiving. Over to the basketball side, Oklahoma leads Stetson at halftime in Norman, 44-28. A reminder, we've got Texas men's basketball following our broadcast against Mississippi Valley State. We'll have that one from the Moody Theater right here on the Longhorn Radio Network following the conclusion of football postgame. That one's slated for a 4 p.m. Central Time tip-off. Let's send it back now inside Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium in Fayetteville with Craig Way, Keith Moreland, and Will Matthews. Gentlemen.
All right, thanks very much, Mike. Great teamwork here in the booth. The spotter, Andy Way, noting that C.J. Brown, who caught the pass, it was his first catch of the season, the freshman from nearby Bentonville. And then, as you pointed out, Keith, Alfred Collins reaching in to swat the football loose. Michael Taft with the recovery, and the Longhorns take over on their own 27. The big moment, the big turnover.
No question about it. Now you can put this football away. You can put the game away right here with this drive if you can come away with 6.
Longhorns will scrimmage from the right hash mark of the Texas 27-yard line. Isaiah Bond is out wide left. Matt Golden a slot left. And Trey Wisner and Jaden Blue both in the backfield. It's a handoff to Wisner, turning the corner, stiff arm 30 and forced out of bounds at the 32-yard line, a 5-yard carry. Jaden Johnson forced him out for Arkansas, but of course the clock will still be put in motion right now until you get inside of 5 minutes.
That's the second time they've run that little cross buck. That time it didn't get the seam. The first time it went for about 25 or 30. That time it did a nice job just holding it to 5.
It's at the Texas 32-yard line, and it is second down and 5, down to 6:25 and counting remaining in the ballgame. Both running backs remain on the field. Both line up to the left side of Quinn Ewers. Now Jaden Blue shifts in motion back to the right. Ewers out of the gun, has it, turns and hands it to Blue, trying to turn upfield, stepped away from a tackle, turns the corner, 35, and forced out of bounds, and he has enough for the first down. Looked like he was in trouble, and then a little burst of speed was able to turn the corner out to the 38-yard line for a gain of 6 and a first down.
Boy, you're exactly right. It's like nitro. He put in that gasoline that time because he accelerated to get around the tackle and get the first down.
Keeps the clock moving, under 6 minutes to go. So first down and 10 Texas. The ball at the Longhorn 38-yard line, and they're taking their time now as the clock does become a factor. Longhorns in front 20-10. Wisner, the running back right now, offset to the right side of you, where Silas Bolin shifts in motion from right to left and then back to the right. But it's a handoff to Wisner, in trouble, and down he goes for a loss back at the 35-yard line. Hudson Clark and Xavier Sori on the tackle.
This defense, even though it's lining up with 3 down linemen, they're bringing the linebackers on every play. They're coming. So running to the outside may be difficult unless you can get the corner sealed.
Second down and 13. The ball is at the Texas 35-yard line. As we tick down to 5 minutes remaining in the game with Texas in front 20-10. Out of the pistol on second down. Viewers, the snap and off play action. Quinn looks to throw. Fires it. Deep downfield. He's looking for Bolton. Too much on it. It's incomplete. Silas well covered by Miguel Mitchell, and now it brings up third down, and the clock stops with 4:55 to go. Third down and 13 for Texas at the Longhorn 35-yard line. As we mentioned today, third down has not been the friend of the Longhorns, as they are only 3 out of 12 on third downs. So, third down here. Jaden Blue offset to the right side of Quinn Ewers on third down and 13. Shotgun snap back to Quinn. Pressure coming, got rid of it to Blue. Turns it upfield 40. Jaden 45. Midfield and a first down. Great run after the catch. How about Ewers standing in the wake of all the pressure, dumps a little screen upfield, and Jaden Blue turns it into a 17-yard gain on third down and 13.
Well, screens have not worked that well today, but that one was outstanding, and everybody did their job. Quentin Ewers had to hold it with the rush coming right in on top of it, and then what a run after the catch.
Wow, first and 10, Texas, ball at the 48-yard line. Wisner, the running back, offset to the right side of Ewers. Quinn out of the shotgun, 4:15 and counting. A huge first down. And a handoff to, to Wisner on first down, and he managed to get away from one would-be tackler. They're trying to rip the ball out of his grasp, and that allows Trey to pick up an extra couple of yards. It's a 4-yard carry to the 44. Larry Worth and Keon Stewart trying to rip the ball out, and Trey just kept the feet moving.
Yeah, he was stopped for no gain, and them trying to rip it out, he was able to spin forward and get 3 yards on the play, and you will run this play clock down with each snap.
Longhorns in excess of 300 yards of offense now. Arkansas with all 3 of its timeouts remaining. May have to consider using some depending on how the Longhorns maneuver on this drive. On second down and 6 at the Arkansas 44-yard line. Ewers the shotgun snap, handoff. Wisner up the middle of the 40, and he would appear to have enough for the first down. He does. At the 38-yard line, a gain of 6. Trey Wisner 6 more yards and a first down.
Just really nice job up front that time. And they're going to call a timeout, is Arkansas.
Yep, they have to use their timeouts now. With 3:15 to go in the ball game, it's Texas 20 and Arkansas 10. Longhorn football continues in a moment.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
When faced with a disaster, the Cotton companies never fumble. As the trusted recovery partner of global businesses, Cotton is proud to provide property restoration, construction, roofing, temporary housing, culinary, and environmental support services. We're also restoring a long-standing Texas tradition as a proud partner of University of Texas Athletics and the official sponsor of the Lone Star Showdown. One call, one team. Total recovery. Learn more at cottoncompanies.com.
Longhorn football is brought to you in part by Bud Light, a proud sponsor of Texas Athletics. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Will Matthews, it's tough to swallow for Arkansas now because How many times in you and Keith both play football where they talk about one of the most demoralizing things is when a team can run the ball when the other team knows they want to run the ball and they can't stop it. Longhorn defense went through a little of that in the third quarter, but right now Texas is just taking the will out of the Razorbacks here in the final minutes.
Yeah, they're definitely paying Arkansas back for what they did in the third quarter. They're really putting the pressure on the defense because if you know you've got to stop the offense and you don't have much time, it's so demoralizing when you continually on first down getting another first down. I expect to watch Jaden Blue and Trey Wisner continue to pound the rock, which, what I said earlier, just gives Quinn the ability to be confident and comfortable. The way he threw the ball on the screen, I know that comes from having strong running back play and guys being able to take all the pressure off of you, at least some of them.
Well, they've done it this afternoon. Jaden Blue now up to 82 yards on 13 carries. Wisner 52 yards on 15 carries. Jaden's averaging 6.3 yards per carry. Longhorns now 131 on the ground and 176 through the air.
Good balance.
So they've run 66 plays to 59 for the Hogs. And so Texas will have it at the Arkansas 38-yard line with 3:20 to go in the game, and a few people have started to make their way to the X's here. It's 1st and 10, the ball at the 38. Wisner remains the running back. He's offset to the right side of Quinn Ewers. On the short side of the field to the right, Isaiah Bond. Wide left, Matt Golden, the slot left, Ryan Wingo. First down. And it's a handoff. Wisner turns it upfield down to the 36-yard line, a gain of 2. Landon Jackson tackle, and Arkansas uses another timeout. Their second with 3:14 remaining in the ballgame. Hogs will have one timeout remaining.
When you're going to run the ball again here, Craig, and force them to use that versus the 2-minute timeout as well, but you're going to force Arkansas. If nothing else, you're going to force them to be out of timeouts at the end of this drive, even if you don't come away with points.
Yep, one more first down might almost seal the deal. In forcing Arkansas to use the timeouts here. So the Longhorns in great position. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification live from Fayetteville, Arkansas. You're listening to Texas Longhorn football from Learfield. Out of the second Arkansas timeout on 2nd down and 8 at the Arkansas 36. Handoff to Jaden Blue. Picked up a yard. And Arkansas will use its final timeout on what will be 3rd down and 7 coming up. 3:10 remaining in the ball game. Texas with a 20-10 lead on Arkansas here in Fayetteville. Craig Wade, Keith Borland, Will Matthews with you. Keith, what do you do now? It's 3rd down and 7.
I'm going to put the football in the air. I mean, I'm going to try to do something safe, something as Will talked about earlier, making Quinn, comfortable with a play design, a little play action, and I might try to put it in the end zone and put it away.
Will, how about your thoughts on this 3rd down and 7 coming up for the Longhorns?
Texas has been really successful with 21 personnel. That means there's 2 running backs on the field. Also, they've been successful, especially on 3rd down, when they are moving the pocket with Quinn. When Quinn is able to move the pocket, he has the ability to throw it back across the field, but as well as hit guys like Golden down the field. I expect something, move the pocket, let Quinn be confident and comfortable, and let him do his thing.
So Arkansas out of timeouts now. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 7 for Texas at the Razorback 35-yard line. Wisner, the running back. Ewers out of the shotgun. Wisner offset to his right. 2 receivers out wide right, 1 on the short side of the field, split left. It is a handoff to Wisner. He drives forward and takes it down to the 30-yard line. It brings up 4th down and 2. So a gain of 5. It's at the 30, and it's 4th down and 2. Now the clock is going to roll. We're inside of 3 minutes remaining in the ball game. And for the moment, anyway, the Longhorns are going to keep the offense on the field. I would imagine they'll run the clock down as much as they can, use the timeout, and then discuss the options here. But the offense for the moment staying out there. The ball is at the 30-yard line. Clock is moving down to 2:35 and counting. 10 on the play clock at 2:33 on the scoreboard clock. Ewers out of the gun. Hard count. On fourth down, nobody on the Razorback defensive front moving, and the Longhorns use their first time out with 2:24 remaining here in this final quarter with Texas in front 20-10 and facing a 4th down and 2.
Yeah, I don't think you'll attempt a 47-yard field goal here. The chance of getting it blocked and taking it back. I think you got to go for it here.
Will Matthews, how you feel about it?
You know, this is a hard one. I mean, and good thing I'm not getting paid the big bucks, so I don't have to make this decision and have my head on the chopping block. But I don't know if you try to take these points. Taking the points would make it really difficult for Arkansas as well. They've already got 2 scores, but that would mean 2 touchdowns. And it seems like I'm wrong. They're going for it.
Yeah. At least they bring him out here as if to go for it on 4th down. Jaden Blue will be the running back. The Longhorns will line up 3 receivers to the right. They're going for the kill shot here. The first down would lock it up. 4th down and 2, Texas at the Arkansas 30. Ewers from the shotgun, has the snap, turns, pulls it himself. Quinn driving forward, and he's got the first down. How do you like that? QB1 picks up 2, and the Longhorns will lock this one away.
Really nice job of pulling it out. Haven't seen it the entire ball game. The mesh comes together. Everybody collapses down, and Ewers just gets enough to get the first down and secure the victory.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, 2 minutes away from this Longhorn victory. With a score, Texas 20, Arkansas 10. Longhorn football continues in a moment.
With so many distractions in life, are you finding it hard to focus on the present, constantly looking down instead of looking up, feverishly trying to capture the moment instead of taking it in? Feel Free Tonic by Botanic Tonics can help. The calm, relaxing effects of kava root, coupled with naturally caffeinated cola nut, lion's mane mushroom, and rhodiola, make for the perfect balance boost to help keep you in the now. Discover the magic of kava with Feel Free Tonic. Texas fans can save $40 on their first order with code BEVO40. That's code BEVO40 at botanictonics.com.
Welcome to the world of WinStar, where the thrills are bigger than ever. Get lost at the world of WinStar.
2 minutes remaining in the football game. Quinn Ewers, officially on the stat board, has 5 carries for -5 yards. That includes sack yardage. He had 4 carries for -7 yards before that 2-yard run sealed the deal. It's actually officially a 3-yard carry for Quinn. So he was at 4 carries for -8 yards, picks up 3. It's a first down. The Longhorns are 3 kneel downs away from getting this win here in Arkansas to go to 9-1. And hey, Will, you said when they were coming out of it, you said, so I'm wrong. I don't think any of the 3 of us would have called a QB run on that, a QB power, if you will, on 4th down off the fake. How about that call?
You know what? Those kind of plays make you a genius or an absolute idiot. I tell you what, that's my favorite play of the season. When the chips are down and you've got to get a first down, you know what? Give it to the best runner on the team, Big 3, with -5 yards. That away, I love it. The power running game of 3, I'm a fan. Getting a jersey tomorrow.
That's amazing that call, that play call, quarterback run there with a fake to Jaden Blue, and that really made it work, Keith. They had to sell the fake to Blue, and Quinn did that well, and as everybody crashed down around Blue, then Quinn was able to scoot around the corner and pick up 3.
Yeah, and I liked his explosion when he got around the corner. He lowered his shoulder. There was no give up. He knew he was close and lowered that left shoulder and drove it in.
Yeah, he wanted that thing more. Yeah. Just to see that guy do that for me is such a big deal. As being an ex-player, and I know Keith will attest to this, when you see your quarterback giving it up like that, especially in a game like this, you know that's the guy. That is my QB1 right there. Love it, bro.
Well, the Longhorns are on the verge of going to 9-1 and 5-1, and holding on to a share of first place in the Southeastern Conference with 2 games remaining. So it'll be 3 kneel downs, and this will do it. Ewers under center. First down, there's kneel down number 1. It'll officially go as a loss of 1. So Quinn has given back all of these yards he picked up.
Yeah, but
there.
the 3 counted the most.
Yeah. So they can run this down to around 1:20 before snapping it a second time. And then taking the second snap and then run it well inside of a minute and then take the final snap. As Arkansas fans have made their way to the exits now, seeing the inevitable. Ewers under center again. Takes the play clock down to 2 and then has the snap and puts the knee down. And now they'll go down close to 40 seconds, and Quinn will only need to kneel down one more time, and that'll do it. And like you said, Keith, we were talking about this coming in, everyone kind of knew this wasn't going to be easy because of this, the rivalry being what it is and the grinder it is to come up here to play.
Yeah, and this is a bowl game basically for Arkansas to have this, to host this, and this rivalry restarted, and you just knew it was going to be one of those kinds of games where you're going to need all you could get.
Ewers under center to take the snap one more time. Quinn has it, puts down the knee, and that's going to do it. The Longhorns have come to the hills, and they will beat the Arkansas Razorbacks. All of those seniors and veterans who were here 3 years ago and had to endure the fans storming the field and Arkansas winning handily in that one, now can taste success in their final trip up here to Fayetteville, Arkansas. The Texas Longhorns will go to 9-1 and 5-1 in Southeastern Conference play. Arkansas will fall to 5-5 and 3-4 in the SEC. Final score this afternoon from Donald W. Reynolds Razorback Stadium in Fayetteville: the Texas Longhorns 20, the Arkansas Razorbacks 10. We'll have today's Bud Light postgame show coming up next when Longhorn football continues in a moment.
Conecuh Sausage is not new to Texas. However, we are new to the Texas Longhorn Nation as a proud sponsor of Texas Athletics. Conecuh Sausage has been around for over 75 years, using the finest ingredients to make the best tasting hickory smoked sausage you'll ever put in your mouth. Enjoy at Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium this season, and be sure to ask for Conecuh Sausage where you buy groceries or buy online at ConecuhSausage.com. Conecuh Sausage, a true Southern flavor since 1947, and now a proud sponsor of Texas Athletics.
Hey, Longhorn fans, the 2024 football season is here, and SeatGeek is here to help you experience all the action. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Texas football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Texas Longhorns. The most disruptive idea in ticketing? A ticket that works. Expect